Got these kids in ranges to leave them niggas brainless. All they told is stainless. You just remain as calm as possible. Make the deal go through. If not, here's 12 shots. We know how you do. Please make your killings clean. Slugs up in between. Their eyes like true lies. Kill them and flee the scene. Just bring back the coke or the cream. Or else your life is on the shelf. We mean this, Frank. The cats we fucking with put bombs in your mom's gas tank. Let's get this money, baby. They shady, we get shady. Dress up like ladies and burn them in dirty 380s. Then they come to kill our babies. That's all out. I got gats that blow the wall out. Clear them all out. Fuck the fallout. Word to stretch, I bet they pussy. The 7 digits push me, fucking real. Here's the deal. I got 100 bricks, 14.5 a piece. Enough to cop 6, buy the house on the beach. Supply the peeps with jeeps, brick a piece. Capiche? Everybody getting cream, no one considered the leech. Think about it now, that's damn near 1.5. I kill them all, I'll be set for life. Frank, pay attention, these motherfuckers is henchmen. Renegades, if you die, they still get paid. Extra probably, fuck a robbery. I'm the boss. Promise you won't rob them, I promise. But of course, you know I have my fingers crossed. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being scared of a nigga that breathes the same air as me. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being shook. We can both pull burners, make the motherfucking beef cook. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture a nigga hiding my life in that man's hands while he just decides. Niggas bleed just like us. I'd rather go toe to toe with all of y'all. Running ain't in my protocol. Since it's on, I call my nigga Arizona Ron from Tucson. Push the black Yukon. Usually had the slow grooves on. Mostly rock the Ozzy. Stupid as a youngin', chose not to move wisely. Sharper with game, him and his crooks caught the jooks. Heard it was sweet.
All right. What is good, everybody? It's your man EC1 coming at you with a live stream, and well, let me turn it down a little bit. Y'all can hear me. They should have mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. I be trying to fix this shit every fucking time, man. All right. You know, as we go to the free agency and obviously the combine, the Eagles clearly are, in my opinion, in a win mode right now. And, you know, I love Myles Garret. Okay, Myles Garret was one of my guys I wanted to draft coming out of Texas A&M. Fortunately, he was too high for us. We ended up taking, I think, Derek Barnett in that draft? I think it was Derek Barnett in that draft because Myles Garret went number over 1 with the Browns. And as I sit back and I read all these reports, I do think Howie Roseman is very interested in Myles Garret. I'm going to say that right now. I do think Howie Roseman wants to have a guy like Myles Garret. And why wouldn't you? He's the best defensive tackle in his position. You add him with a Jalen Carter, you're talking about a dominant defense that I think is going to be legit for at least 2 years. But I'm not trading. And I want Brown fans and I want NFL fans to understand something. I'm not trading. And I hope Howie Roseman doesn't do this because if Howie Roseman trades one of our young guys, all that Howie praise that I had, I would lose respect for him immediately. Because I would assume that beer can that hit you in the head clearly messed up your brain cell. I'm hearing a lot of rumors that they're willing to trade young players, willing to move on from young players. And I'm hoping it's not guys like Nolan Smith. All right. Nolan Smith is a generational talent. Okay. And as great as Myles Garret is, I can go and make a phone call to the Tennessee Titans and get Landry, who just asked for a trade. We don't need a Myles Garret. We won a Super Bowl without Myles Garret. All right. Now, Myles Garret does make you better on the defensive side of the ball. Does he help your defense for sure? But is it a need? Is it something if we don't have it, we're not going to be contenders? No. I think that we will be contenders no matter what. I mean, everybody's freaking out if Washington gets them. If Washington gets them, then they're probably going to trade a lot more players or a lot more picks. Because I'm hearing the Cleveland Browns want 2 first-round picks. That's not happening. I'm not trading 2 first-round picks for a guy who's just turned 30 years old. Okay? Howie Roseman is not giving up no young players that I think a lot of people are talking about. Like they talk about Nolan Smith. I heard a rumor, and I was just on 500 Joe Shakes, and I don't know how true it is. But if we are considering trading a Devontae Smith, I promise you on everything I love, you thought I was hating Howie Roseman before? All that shit that I said Howie Roseman, I would not criticize him, would go out the window because I would lose respect because there's no reason you would trade a Devontae Smith. And I don't care what anybody says. Myles Garrett is not worth a Devontae Smith. He's not worth an A.J. Brown. You get in this late first-round pick that's an early second, and you taking it with a grain of salt. I'll give you Bryce Huff. I'll give you Bradbury, but I'm not trading Nolan Smith. He's 30 years old. Okay, people got to stop trying to act like Myles Garrett is 26 years old. He's 30 years old. He's going to be 30 years old in next year's. Okay, so he's 29, going to be 30 years old. That's not enough for a young player that I'm going to give away. When Nolan Smith is just starting, he's a baby. And if you give him to the Browns, you're giving the Browns another asset to help them potentially win a Super Bowl in the next 3 to 5 years. They would love to have a Nolan Smith, but I'm not giving up Nolan Smith. I'm not giving them a Jalen Carter. I'm not giving them Jordan Davis. Okay? You taking either a Bryce Huff, a Bradbury, or a late second-round pick. But I'm not trading 2 first-round picks. Those first-round picks in the near future is very important. You got to look at this also. As much as we want Myles Garrett, I'm not going to be upset if we don't get him. Because if they want a lot for him, then see ya. Go to the Commanders, go to the Lions, go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I love Myles Garrett, but I'm not willing to sacrifice the whole farm for one player. This reminds me of the Deshaun Watson rumors and how everybody was willing to trade Jalen Hurts, were willing to trade a first, a Darius Slay. I'm not doing that. And I don't think Myles Garrett is worth all that. So anybody who think that we should trade a Nolan Smith, you lost your effing ass mind. And I just want to be real with you. I think that you need to get yourself together and come back with reality, because that to me is not a scenario that I would make a move if I was the GM or if I'm Howie Roseman. I don't think Howie Roseman would do that since Nolan Smith was drafted by Howie. Why would Howie Roseman give up on Nolan Smith? When Nolan Smith, we just got production out of him. I'm not trading Jalen Hunt. I'm just not. I love Myles Garrett. But if it's too much, then let him go to Washington. We have offensive linemen. Like, I want people to understand something. Myles Garrett is not 26. Again, he's 30 years old. Now, is he a great player? Absolutely. Does he make Washington contenders? No. Washington needs more than just a defensive end. And they run around here talking about they need weapons for Jane Daniels. They need everything. So if they get a Myles Garrett, then they're stupid, in my opinion, because they need to draft defensive end. They don't need to trade for a player like that. They need to draft defensive end. They need to get young guys in the building that can build around Jane Daniels. That's how you win Super Bowls. Let's take a look at what the Rams did and why they're not back in the Super Bowl for many years. Now, everybody crying about the Eagles, I would trade Nolan Smith. Listen, if the Eagles get a deal with Myles Garrett, it will not be because of Nolan Smith. It will not be a package of the Devontae Smith and 2 first-rounders. I've never seen more Eagle fans determined to get rid of our assets. Do you know how good Nolan Smith will be in the NFL? Do you know his upside is probably going to be more than Myles Garrett in the next 2 years? No, Myles Garrett will be retired in the next 2 years, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if he retires after. If he gets another Super Bowl, he will just retire in the sunset. Okay? So as great as Myles Garrett is, he's not 26 years old. And I wouldn't trade none of my assets for one player. That is bonehead mistakes. That's bonehead. That's a disaster. Ask the Rams how good did it work out. Yeah, they won a Super Bowl, but did they get back there? They traded everything. They traded the farm for Ramsey. They traded the farm to get all these guys. And where did they end up getting? One Super Bowl, and that was it. And they collapsed. When you make bad decisions in trades and trade for one guy and you're willing to trade your assets, those are the GMs that get fired. Okay? Howie Roseman is not going to trade. I know Howie Roseman is not going to trade Nolan Smith. I'm not giving him Nolan Smith. Well, Nolan Smith, I would give up for nothing. I'm not trading Nolan Smith. Why would I trade a star player that just developed in front of my eyes? What do you say to Jalen Carter, who him and him have a great relationship? What do you say? That's how you lose players, man. That's how you end up like the Cowboys. That's how you end up like a bad team, like the Rams, who's starting to find a ways back into players. But for a while, they weren't making the playoffs. Look how bad they were just for making that one trade. Yeah, they got one Super Bowl. So what? We're here to win multiple Super Bowls. So if it requires giving up Nolan Smith, then you can forget about it. Go to Washington. Go to the Lions, man. Go somewhere else where you're going to rip apart. Eric Berry, I don't know who the GM thinks he is, but you don't got a 26-year-old. Myles Garrett wants to leave y'all. We want Myles. We don't need Myles Garrett. Now, Myles Garrett is a great player. And would I love to have a Myles Garrett? Yes. But for the right price, I'll take him. For the wrong price, absolutely not. I'm not trading a young core for Myles Garrett. I'm not doing it. And if Howie Roseman does it, I'm blaming the dude who hit him with the beer can. Because there's something wrong with you. If you trade a whole future for Myles Garrett, because these picks matter. I'm sorry to say, but Cooper DeJean was a pick in the second round. Quinyon Mitchell is a first-round pick. These guys matter, man. So when you trade in assets, you better understand that this is the guy that you want to bring. And you better hope this guy can last more than 2 years. Defensive ends who turn 30 years old, we've looked at it before, they don't last that long. So I'm not willing to trade young guys for them. I think that a third-round pick should do it. I don't know where Brian fans are smoking at, thinking they're going to get You're not getting 2 first-round picks for Myles Garrett. It's not happening. Number one, because Myles Garrett wants to leave y'all, not the other way around, okay? You're not getting a prime player in return for Myles Garrett. You'll be lucky if you get a Bryce Huff. I want Cleveland Brown fans to understand you're not getting 2 first-rounders. And I don't know where this whole notion that anybody's going to – I don't see any team other than a bad team like the Giants trading future 2 first-rounders for a Myles Garrett. I don't see that. I don't think the Lions would do it. I don't think the Commanders would do it. And I don't think the Eagles would do it. And I sure hell don't think those 3 teams that they're in talks with are going to say, you know what, let's trade Devontae Smith for Myles. Absolutely not. You'd be lucky if you get Bryce Huff. That should be enough. Who do y'all think you is? You're not. Howie Roseman does not lose trades, okay? Howie Roseman is not going to trade a young guy. All these people saying that we should trade Nolan Smith, is you serious right now? Is you out your rapid ass mind? Did you bump your head when you decided to talk the way you do? Because there's something wrong with you. I'm not training a young guy when I can go out and draft a young guy with the 32 overall pick. There's going to be guys that are going to fall to me. Why would I trade a whole future for a 30-year-old? Makes no sense to me. As great as Myles Garrett is, he's not worth a Devontae Smith. And I know where this is coming from. It's coming from the same clown who I keep on showing you, and you keep listening to this bonehead, but this is the guy you keep listening to. This is the same dude who's reporting, oh, well, would you trade Devontae Smith? This is the same guy that y'all listen to. And I keep saying, don't listen to this dude.
Najee Harris had 74 catches last year. Shit. And he had 1,100 yards or 1,200 yards rushing last year.
See, I don't got to play the whole clip, but stop listening to Dan Sileo. Dan Sileo is a clown. If he thinks that Devontae Smith trade is equivalent to a Myles Garrett trade, and that's fair, and you think we get better, no, we don't get better. Number one, you piss off your quarterback who just won you a Super Bowl MVP. Number two, what do you say to A.J. Brown? Hey, we traded one of your best. No, that's not happening. I'm not giving Cleveland a potential Hall of Fame receiver. Devontae Smith is a potential superstar. Well, he is already a superstar, but he's a gold jacket waiting to be weighted in the wing. I'm not trading the gold jacket future Hall of Famer. It's not happening. As great as Myles Garrett is, hey, get out of here with that. Okay? Stop listening to Dan Silios. Stop listening to these ESPN guys. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. Stop listening to them. If you hear a Dan Sileo report, take it with a grain of salt. This man don't know what he's talking about. This is the same dude who said we should take Najee Harris, and I will keep on saying to the day I die. And today, the day that my channel, is still on here. This is the same dude who swapped down Najee Harris, who's a better player in the draft. When we clearly need a receiver, he would rather have Najee Harris, who's a running back, who, I'm sorry, is he in the Super Bowl? Has he made the Super Bowl catch of the lifetime? No. But he'd rather have him over a Devontae Smith where we need a receiver. But you listen to this guy. You listen to guys like Xander. Why? What do they get? What do you get out of listening to them? That's what I want to know from the public. Stop listening to these guys. Myles Garrett is not worth a Devontae Smith. And no, he would not make us better because then you leave another gap. And I'm sorry, Johnny Wilson didn't show me nothing. And then Nye Smith didn't show me nothing. So if you lose Devontae Smith, you potentially just gave A.J. Brown a fuck you. That's what you did to him. You pretty much said to Jalen Hurts, fuck you. And I don't think they would do it. I don't think Howie Roseman would say, you know what, that's a great trade. Let's trade Devontae Smith. No, he would be an idiot. And I don't think he would do it. And I know he won't do it because he's not a Joe Shane. He's not a Titans GM who trades future star receivers when he just paid them. He just paid Devontae. So stop listening to Dan Sileo. Stop listening to these clowns. If the Eagles do make a move for Myles Garrett, it won't be what people are thinking it's going to be. It will be a low pick. Maybe you give up your late first round pick, which I don't know if I would do, because I do think in this draft you can get some talent, and I'm not willing to trade an early second round pick for a Myles Garrett. No, you're getting a third round pick and that's it. I'm sorry, but I'm not willing to trade any first round picks or late first round picks or players for Myles Garrett. Sorry. As great as he is, he's 30 years old. He's not equivalent to Nolan Smith. Sorry. Nolan Smith is going to be here for years. Is Myles Garrett going to be here for 4 or 5 years down the road? Is he going to be there? No, he's not. I'm not trading a star receiver. I don't know who Brown fans think they is, but dude, you got a 30-year-old. You don't got a 26-year-old. You wasted that dude down for years. When you were doing stupid shit, you should have thought about Myles Garrett and build around him. Now he wants out. Now you want to ask for picks? You want to ask for picks? You think that you're above us? Get out of here, man. You ringless ass fucking franchise. Your fans don't even respect you. Why the hell will we respect you? Myles Garrett is not worth a Nolan Smith, and I'm not training the Nolan Smith. The second they ask for Nolan Smith, I'm hanging up the phone and said, we're out. We're out. I'm not willing to trade a future piece, a potential Hall of Fame talent, and that is Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith would make the Browns a lot better than I think will make Myles Garrett better for the Eagles. Because what do you gain out of that? Okay, you trade Nolan Smith, but now you have to get another piece to add to Nolan Smith because you lost him. Because if you bring in a Myles Garrett, you're bringing him to add to help Nolan Smith out. You're bringing him to add a Jalen Carter to help him out. You're not training young guys and then getting them out. No, that is stupid. What's the point of training for Myles Garrett then? Myles Garrett is an extra piece to help guys like Nolan Smith, to help guys like Jalen Carter, to help guys like Jalen Hunt. There's another thing. I'm not training Jordan Davis. Stop it. Jordan Davis, if you want to look at it, does he have the greatest sacks? No. But he is a great run stuffer. If people actually watch Jordan Davis, they would understand Jordan Davis was not a 15, 13 sack guy. That's not what his game was about. Jordan Davis was a run stuffer, which we clearly needed in 2022 when we had to sign guys like Linval Joseph and Dominic Sue. I don't know why people were so hard to understand that. That's why you drafted Jordan Davis. He's done a phenomenal job for what he was asked to do. So please stop saying, I would trade Jordan Davis. I would trade Nolan Smith. You're an idiot if you think that should be a good trade for Myles Garrett. I'm not trading those guys. You're getting a third-round pick, and you take it or we walk out. That's what I'd be doing if I'm Howie Roseman. I'm not trading you. Who do you think you is? I'm the damn GM. Your GM's your franchise is a laughing stock. You were the Browns, the doo-doo Browns. Your fans don't even like you. They don't even want your ownership is disgrace. Why would I trade my young guys to a disgraceful, terrible, trash office known as the damn fucking franchise known as the Browns? So I can waste my prime years of my young guys for one guy? No, thank you. Go to Washington, go to Detroit. because we got the offensive line that can stop Myles Garrett. Okay? I like Myles Garrett, but he's not worth Nolan Smith. He's not worth a Jordan Davis. He's not worth a Devontae Smith. And if you think that, you're off your damn rockers, and I want to understand. I want to send you the link and explain to me why you think that. Because there's no way in hell I'm trading a young guy for him. There's no way in hell. That's not a fair trade. A fair trade's a third-round pick because that's what he's worth right now. He's not worth a first-round pick. He's 30 years old. Why would I trade that? He's not 26. He's not 27. He's 30 years old. Sorry, but when you're 30 years old, you're not getting future gems. You're not getting a prime player in his career. You're not getting no superstar receiver. Come on, man. Get out of my face with that. I'm not trading you one of my pieces that I just won with. That's not happening. Sorry. I'd hang up the phone immediately. Okay? So everybody's saying Myles Garrett's worth 2 first-round picks. Then I'm not trading for him because he's not worth 2 first-round picks. As great as he is, as talented he is, how many more years do you think he's going to realistically play? Maybe 2 years. That's not worth 2 first-round picks. If I'm trading a first-round pick, I go get Trayvon Walker out of Jacksonville. I just would. He's a young player. He's double-digit sacks, more than Myles Garrett is. He's younger. He has chemistry with the Bulldogs. I make a call to the Jacksonville Jaguars and trade my first-round pick before I would trade a first-round pick for Myles Garrett. As crazy as it seems, think about it. I'm not trading a 30-year-old. It's not happening. And I don't think Howie Roseman would do it. Howie Roseman is not going to go out and trade assets for a guy that is 30 years old. He's not going to trade future pieces. That's not Howie Roseman, and that's what I love about Howie. He's not going to make bonehead, dumb decisions. That's what Chip Kelly does. And you saw how that worked out. Trading players in their prime. Training guys like A.J. Brown if you're the Tennessee Titans GM. That's why you got fired. Howie Roseman's not going to risk his job for that. That's not happening. So the Browns can think all they want. You're lucky if you get a third-round pick. You're not in negotiation. I'm sorry to say it. He doesn't want to be there. So take what you can get for him and move on. I'm sorry, but anybody who thinks that Nolan Smith is worth for Myles Garrett, you're off your rockers. And I would ask you, did you bump your head this morning? Did you take your medicine this morning? Did you eat your breakfast? Did you eat your Wheaties? Because you're off your damn rockets if you think I'm trading a star player for a fucking 30-year-old. Nolan Smith is going to be a problem in this. Do you know how good Nolan Smith is going to be? And why would I trade him for Myles Garrett, who's going to play 2 more years at the most? At the most. He might play 1 more year because if he wins Super Bowl, who knows he's coming back. Maybe he just wants to go to a team to win a Super Bowl so he can just ride in the sunset. He's done everything. Again, I'd rather call Jacksonville Jaguars and give up that early second-round pick for Trayvon Walker. And if that's the case, I'm all for that. If it's worth trading my young players like a Devontae and I don't know where this is coming from. I'm guaranteed it's Dan Silly who said this. And I'll tell you one more time, stop listening to this goofball. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The man swore it down we were going to trade A.J. Brown. Don't you remember last year he swore it down we were going to trade A.J. Brown? You dumb idiot. Why would we trade A.J. Brown? Why do you listen to this guy? Why do you continue to listen? Eagle fans, why do you continue to go to his show and listen to this man and take him seriously? What credibility does he have? He's been wrong every single time, man. He's been wrong. Everything he's been saying was wrong. He said Jalen Hurts ain't the top 5 quarterback. Jalen Hurts can't win a Super Bowl. Wrong. He said AJ and Devontae, you can't pay 2 receivers. Wrong. He swore that AJ Brown was a locker room problem. Wrong. He swore down Hassan Riddick when we signed him wasn't a great addition. Wrong. Saquon Barkley wasn't worth. Everything he said was wrong. Yet you listen to him. Why? Why? Why do you listen to this fucking doofus? Why do you listen to guys like Xander or Jacob Media? And people say, well, I have no problem with Xander. I do. Because he feeds into the Dan Sileo hype. And he over there repeating what Dan Sileo says. They're the same type of than WIP. Stop listening to these guys, man. Now, you can listen whatever you want, but stop thinking Dan Seal is credible. If Dan Seal thinks trading Devontae Smith is worth for Myles Garrett, you lost your fucking mind. But, you know, you're the same fucking dumbass who thought drafting Najee Harris as a running back was a better upgrade than drafting a Devontae. So, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that this moron, I don't know how he has a platform. I don't. Because if he brought someone like me in there, I would trash his ass to the point where he wouldn't have me back. You know what I mean? What? Train Devontae Smith? I'm not trading no assets for a guy like that. No, absolutely not. Myles Garrett's a great player, but it's not worth it, Devontae. It's not worth Nolan Smith. He's 30 years old. After 30 years old, you're not getting a young player. Sorry to say that. Unless you're fucking, I don't even care if you're the greatest receiver on the planet Earth and your name is Jerry Rice. I'm not trading future assets for one guy. It's ridiculous. That's loser organizations. That's what they do. If the Lions want to do that, so be it. Let them go to the Lions then. They won't win nothing, but let them go to the Lions. We don't need a Myles Garrett. Let me remind everybody, we don't need a Myles Garrett. Would Myles Garrett make this defense a lot better? Absolutely. And I would love to see what a Myles Garrett would have done with Jalen Carter. I won't be mad if we trade for him. But if it requires training our young guys, then don't trade for him. Trade for Trayvon Walker. Go out and get a Landry or what's his name? The dude from Tennessee. I'd rather get one of those guys. That's going to be cheaper. Or draft one in the with the 32 overall pick or move up in the draft. We got so many options. The Browns have no leverage at all. The Browns are in no way in ship in hell have any leverage at all because they don't have leverage where Myles Garrett wants to go. Myles Garrett can refuse to go anywhere if it, I think does he have no trade clause? I don't know. But if it requires 2 first-round picks, see you later. Bye. I ain't doing that. It's not happening, man. I'm sorry to say, I don't care how good Myles Garrett is. He could be a future Hall of Famer. I'm not trading 2 first-rounders for him. Myles Garrett's a great player, but we don't need him. No, we don't need him. And I love how Chase Daniels, this fucking clown who's a backup journeyman, never did shit, talk about, well, I would pay Myles Garrett over Zach Bond. But that's because you're a clown and you don't know what you're talking about. I'm paying Zach Bond. Zach Bond is an all-pro linebacker. I'm not trained. No, that's stupid. Like, really? Do you understand that Zach Bond is a great player? This is why I'm saying, man, stop listening to these fucking dweebs, man. Stop listening to these dumb-ass fucking idiots. They trying to spur shit in your head because they need a juicy story. The Eagles are not trading Nolan Smith. I don't know why we're even discussing this. I'm just tired of hearing it. And if they do want to Nolan Smith, then hang up the phone and let's go and draft a guy. I don't care. As great as Myles Garrett is, guess what? I could get a young guy at 32 that could come in there and do the exact same job as Myles Garrett. Maybe not as great as Myles Garrett, but can still do the job. We won a Super Bowl out of Myles Garrett. Why do I need a Myles Garrett? I don't need a Myles Garrett. The Commanders need a Myles Garrett because they can't stop our offense. They need a Myles Garrett. They should be willing to give up picks for Myles Garrett. If they want him, they can go get him. We don't need a Myles Garrett. We got Howie Roseman who's done a phenomenal job of drafting. And I would say this, if Myles Garrett is worth those type of picks, then guess what? See you later. Goodbye. And I'm not willing to trade my farm for Myles Garrett. One player does not equivalent to a Super Bowl. It's how you draft. It's how you build guys down the road. And when you got guys like Nolan Smith who's productive, you don't trade those type of guys. You just don't. That destroys chemistry. That destroys teams. That destroys opportunities to win multiple Super Bowls. That's what the Rams did. That's only why they only won 1 Super Bowl. And they couldn't get back after that because they traded assets. They traded picks. Yeah, it looked flashy. Yeah, it looked great on paper, but it only led them to 1 Super Bowl. And then when they had to pay all these guys, they couldn't. You still got Cam Jurgensen's contract coming up. You still got all these. Everybody wants to trade for all these guys, but we still got to quiver. We still got to put in the factor. You got to still pay these guys. And I'm not worried about Howie Roseman paying guys because, like I said, Howie Roseman is a great GM, and I got a lot of respect for him. And I apologize for what I said, but I will lose my shit if we trade one of our young guys for a 30-year-old. I'm sorry, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I need something else with Myles Garrett. Who else are you giving me with Myles Garrett? If I'm trading Nolan Smith, I need a young piece come with Myles Garrett. So who's going to be? It got to be a Denzel Ward in package. If I'm training one of my young guys and I'm training a first-round pick, which I would never do, I need a Denzel Ward, bro. I need one of your young guys to come with Myles Garrett. It can't just be Myles Garrett. If I'm training my young guys, I need a young guy in return. That's how we're going to play it. You will never see Howie Roseman do that type of shit, man. I'm seeing videos of them talking about, well, I'll trade Nolan Smith. Why? And you out your rapid ass mind, we just drafted Nolan Smith. Why would I get rid of him? And to a franchise that doesn't even respect their players, man. That would be a disservice to Nolan Smith, man. Nolan Smith belongs where he belongs in the Eagles uniform. I don't need a Myles Garrett. Let him go to Washington. Let him go to the Lions, man. If it means giving up multiple picks for a guy who's 30 years old, bye-bye. Go to Washington. Go to the Lions, man. We don't need a Myles Garrett. We won a Super Bowl without Myles Garrett. And we can win multiple Super Bowls without a Myles Garrett. We don't need those type of guys. Now, is it great to have it? Yes. Am I saying that we should not go out and get a Myles Garrett? No. But I'm saying I'm not giving up future picks for Myles Garrett. That's not happening. You get in this third-round pick. He's 30 years old. Who the hell do you think you is? You the fucking Browns. You're trash. Your fans don't even respect you. Why the hell would I respect you and give you multiple picks, a future player? No, give me one of your players then. I want a Denzel Ward then. If I'm training Nolan Smith, then give me one of your young guys. And I need a Myles Garrett in return also. I'm taking as much more as you take it from me. And train the whole farm for one player. You out your rapid ass mind. I could call Jacksonville and get Trayvon Walker for less, probably. I could call the Tennessee Titans, who just has one of their players who wants out. I could call the Raiders and get a Crosby, and they'll give me, I get more for less. Why would I trade a future? Who do the Browns think they is? Again, people who say shit like Trey Nolan Smith is a moron. I want you to listen to my voice when I say it. You are a moron. A moron. A moron. Dummy. Stupid. Idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Sit down. Stop saying you would trade a young asset for Myles Garrett. Stupid. I ain't trading a guy like that. So again, I'm not trading a young guy. And I hope that little kitty voice helped you, because that's why I hear everybody in the comments talk about, I trading Nolan Smith. Shut up. I ain't trading no young guy for Myles Garrett. He's not 26 years old. He's 30 years old. 30 years old, man. We don't need a Myles Garrett, bro. As much as I love Myles Garrett, if he's worth that type of much, hang up the phone and move on. Simple as that. We're not here to negotiate. You either want Myles Garrett, you either taking this third-round pick, or we move on. We don't need that Myles Garrett. We can win with a Super Bowl without Myles Garrett. The Commanders need a Myles Garrett because they're over there losing players left and right. They need to go out and trade for Myles Garrett. We don't need a Myles Garrett. Now, everybody talk about, well, if the Commanders get him, that means they're Super Bowl contenders. No, because they forgot we got the best offensive line in football, who we shut down. The best defense line supposedly last year. The Commanders were supposedly the greatest defense line until we played them. We got the players that we need. If Myles Garrett requires a young piece at 30 years old, the Browns have lost their mind. And they need to understand you are not in a negotiable spot to demand players. You don't know nothing about winning. Myles Garrett don't want to be with you. He denied your contract to even negotiate with you. He doesn't want to be there. So the fact that you think you're going to get players in return when clearly he don't want to play for you, you didn't ask to trade him. He asked to be traded. There's a difference. And the reason why he asked to be traded is because you're dysfunctional. You're a terrible organization. You didn't build around him, and he got sick and tired of your crap. So he said, I want out. I'm not going to be stuck in a losing franchise. I want to go somewhere where I can experience winning because I'm depressed. So again, if it means train young players, it is what it is. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Then why are you here, clown? Go to the timeout chair. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but yet you here. Who is this dude, man? Under the Helmet Podcast. Didn't ever heard of you in my lifetime. Who is you? Who is you? Get your goofy, weird looking ass off my fucking page. Go somewhere else where you think you're going to get the best coverage. Unsubscribe, delete my fucking videos, that you watch clearly on your history, and don't come back. No one asked you to come here. Go somewhere else where you're going to get the right sources. I tell you what the fuck are you that I'm going to tell you. You either like it or you don't. I'm not going to sit there and give you what you want to hear. I'm not trading a young guy for a 30-year-old. Sorry, you got the wrong Eagle fan. You want to get some clickbait bullshit, go somewhere else where there's plenty of contractors who do that shit. I don't do that. I tell you what I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad. Kiss my ass and go somewhere else that you think you're going to get the right coverage. Because clearly it's not here. It's simple as that. You come on here and you talk about my content is trash. Then why are you here? Here you go. Get your goofy ass out of here. Bye. Go sit in timeout now. Now you don't have to worry about it anymore. I ain't going to deal with people like that, bro. You over there hating on someone who clearly is who is you? Who is you? I don't need you. Bye. Go somewhere else where you're going to find the content. I'm not here to make friends. I tell you what you want to hear. You don't like it? Too fucking bad. I'm not trading a Nolan Smith for Myles Garrett. You're at your rapid ass mind if you think Cleveland deserves a Nolan Smith for a 30-year-old that's probably going to play, 2 more years at the most? Eagle fans, they make me laugh because they did the same shit with Deshaun Watson. They do this with every player where they think that we should give up young guys. Oh, I think for Deshaun Watson, we should give up Jalen Ramsey and Garrett. No, I'm not doing it. Why? Why would I give a franchise better players who are going to be here for years, Hall of Fame talent, and bunch of picks? I'm not giving up that for one player. You at your rapid ass mind. We ain't the fucking Giants. That's not how you win Super Bowls. You win Super Bowls by drafting. You win Super Bowls by making smart decisions and trades. That's a stupid decision in trades. Trading assets? No. I'll be very angry with Howie. You would see me roast Howie again. I would take back everything I said about Howie. Because then either the beer can knocked your brains out your head and clearly you don't have any, or you clearly are going back to your old ways. But I know Howie Roseman's not going to do that. So it's not even going to be effective because when we find out the Myles Garrett trade, unless someone overpays for him, because I could see a scenario where we might not even be the ones getting him. It could be someone like, I don't know, the Rams. They think according to them, they think Matthew Stafford could bring them to a Super Bowl. So, knowing the Rams, they did trade for players before and they gave up assets before. It wouldn't surprise me if the LA Rams would be interested in a Myles Garrett and willing to trade assets. Go to the Rams then. Won't do you any good because, like I said, what the Myles Garrett doing in Philadelphia when we played them? I'll give you a hint, nothing. Our offensive line shut him down. Jordan Mailata had that boy looking like a lost cause. So if Myles Garrett goes to the Commanders, I'm not going to be scared. You won't hear me worried. I don't know what anybody else. They can be worried. I'm not worried about nothing because I got the best GM. I got the best offensive line. I got the best franchise quarterback. I got the best receiving core, and I got my young guys still intact, and I can just add more. I don't need to trade for a guy if the guy is way too much. If he's worth a hefty price, bye-bye. Go somewhere else where you think you're going to get that. I ain't getting that in Philadelphia. I'm not giving you a Nolan Smith or a Devontae Smith. You out your rapid ass mind. I'm not doing it. You're not even going to get a Jordan Davis from me. You're getting Bryce Huff, and that's probably it. And that's because we want to get rid of his contract. So I think that's a fair offer. You want to get rid of Myles Garrett? Because clearly Myles Garrett don't want to play for you. Let's give you someone that, can be productive. Bryce Huff maybe needs a new change of scenery. I think that works perfectly. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I'm not trading no Myles Garrett. That's for future picks. No, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I can't go with, and I heard people talk about, Nolan Smith is not going to be productive now. First of all, Nolan Smith and Myles Garrett don't play the same position. Okay, that's number one. Nolan Smith plays on the edge. Myles Garrett plays on the defensive line, right next to Jalen Carter. Okay, I'm not trading Nolan Smith. I'm not trading Jalen Hunt. I'm not trading my young guys. You want a young guy? Here, I'll give you a young guy, Cindy Brown. Bye. You can take him. You want a young guy? Tristan McCollum. You want another receiver? Here, I'll give you Johnny Wilson. I'm not giving you Devontae. Who do you think you is? You would think you got a 25-year-old in his prime? Bye. I'm not even trading for that. I wouldn't even trade for a 25-year-old. When have you seen Howie Roseman give up multiple picks for guys like that? Never seen it. Because it doesn't resist in Howie's mind. Why would Howie Roseman's not going to do that? So when he says, and I want to pull up the quote real quick because I think it's interesting. Because everybody's losing their mind. And again, stop listening to Dan Sileo. Stop listening to God. That dude who was on my channel clearly is a Dan Sileo fan because he's just mad because I roasted his ass. It is what it is. I don't know who he is. He calls himself a podcast. Probably has 0 subscribers watching his ass. It is what it is. I'm not saying I'm the big guy. But, there is the Eagles expected to go in all in and land Myles Garrett, which they should. But let's take some context in this too. Maybe, just maybe, we're not interested in Myles Garrett. Just saying. Maybe we're just trying to get other teams to jump in front of us, and we're going to sit back and, maybe someone like the Tennessee defensive end, who I thought had a great combine. I call him JPJ because I already got nicknames from him, and that's the dude from Tennessee. There's a lot of great defensive ends, defense tackles. Maybe we don't go for Myles Garrett. We just go for a young guy. Did you ever think maybe Howie Roseman's doing this to get other teams to jump in front of him? No, but the Eagles are attraction. So every time they put the Eagles out there, they're trying to get attraction. They swerve it down. We were so interested in Jalen Ramsey. I keep on saying this. What Des Eagle 90 always tells me, and I agree 100%. And I'm not falling for it, too. Don't believe the hype. Stop believing in that. We do this to every year. We do this. A player becomes available, and now we want him. And we're willing to trade that. Come on. When we're probably not the one teams are calling. Yes. Do the Eagles probably make a call to say what's up with Myles Garrett? Yes. But does that mean they're actively trying to get him? Not always. Howie Roseman might just called up and say, hey, what's the price? 2 first round? No, I ain't doing that. Thank you. It has to be good for both sides. If Howie Roseman does not see the benefit of trading for Myles Garrett and doesn't benefit us, it's not happening. I don't see him coming to Philly. I just don't see it. I think it's when you look at it more and more, I think a young guy like a Walker would be a more realistic trade because no one's talking about him, and these are the Howie Roseman type moves. I think trading for up in the draft and getting a young guy, the dude from Tennessee who I like, I forget the guy's name here. I have a brain fart right now in my head. I can see him moving up for that type of guy if he falls. Myles Garrett, is a great name to make headlines. And how you do that? You ain't going to say the Dallas Cowboys. No, because the Dallas Cowboys ain't relevant anymore. You ain't going to say the Washington Commanders because, yeah, they might be popular a little bit. No, you're going to say the Philadelphia Eagles. That's going to get buzz. Everybody is linked to Howie Roseman, no matter who it is. They're interested in this guy. Okay. What interest are they really in? Are they interested in, like, we're really, really going to go out and get them? We're going to trade asset? I don't see that. When I look at these reports and I hear the Eagles are willing to trade or willing to move on from young guys, I don't see them saying we're going to move on from Nolan Smith. No, Howie Roseman would not do that. Howie Roseman, if you know him, he's never given up multiple players for a player. He doesn't do that. He usually trades players when they don't belong here or they clearly stink. Like a Bryce Huff, I can see them moving to Cleveland to get a Myles Garrett. But a young guy like Devontae Smith, absolutely not. Howie Roseman will laugh at you. I know type of Howie Roseman he is. When you listen to Howie Roseman, does he look like a knucklehead that would trade a future Hall of Fame receiver for a player? You might, but that's why you're not the damn GM, and he is. Because you make dumb decisions like that. You would trade in Nolan Smith. That would be disastrous. Because then what do? You have to go and get another player to fill that void. All because you want a 30-year-old great defensive end, but starting to come to the end of his career, might play, 2 more years? And then now what? You get another guy in Cleveland that you traded that's out here balling, that's competing with Super Bowls now, that's bringing a captain leadership to a franchise that you gave life to. No, I ain't doing that. Why would I do that? Nolan Smith would make the Browns have a better culture in there. He's a leader in Georgia. He would bring the Browns better results. And yes, Myles Garrett is great, but dude, you need captains on your team, man. You losing Darius Slay. I think the priorities need to be first before we trade for Myles Garrett. Zach Bond needs to be signed. You cannot let him go. Zach Bond needs to be signed. Mekhi Becton, I think, needs to be signed. Those are your two priorities. You got to bring those two back. You got to sign Cam Jurgensen. I think there will be contracts where I think they sign Cam Jurgensen to extension. I think they get Jordan Davis done. Maybe you try to see if you can work something out with Sweat. I don't know. I mean, he's getting a lot of traction. I think he's gone. But I think when they talk about moving on from guys, willing to move on from young starters, I think they're talking about Sweat. They talk about Bryce Huff. They're talking about Milton Williams. They're talking about maybe guys like, I don't know, Sidney Brown, Reed Blankenship. I can see a scenario where we trade Reed Blankenship in the package for Myles Garrett. Why do you say that? Because we're looking at safety. And I told you, I like Reed Blankenship, but I don't think it's the future plans. That's why I said the Javon Holland, when everybody's talking about all this drafting, don't be surprised the Eagles going free agency and looking at safety. Howie Roseman before wanted to get Marcus, what's his name, from the Saints, who went to the Baltimore Ravens. And he ended up getting a multiple deal with them. He's a free agent this year. If the Eagles feel like they need safety, they might look at their free agency if they got enough money and you're able to sign Bond and Becton and say, hey, let's add some more depth. Javon Holland, a one-year deal. People say, well, Javon Holland want to come here. Listen, when you win a Super Bowl, guys want to play here. It's just the beauty of business. You win Super Bowls, guys who you never thought would want to come here. They're not going to go somewhere like the Commanders. Yeah, the Commanders got a young future ahead of them, but they didn't win the Super Bowl. When you win Super Bowls, you go places like Kansas City. You go places like Philadelphia. Why do you think the Patriots were able to get young guys every year? Guys who were free agents came to the Patriots. They came to Kansas City. Why is that? Because they won Super Bowls. They're willing to take less money, or they're willing to go to see what it's like to win a Super Bowl. And now we're the Super Bowl champions. And now I'm telling you, players who are free agents are going to look at the Eagles and say, Jalen Carter, all these guys, man, I want to play for here. Do you think Myles Garrett would want to play for us if we weren't Super Bowl contenders? No. If the Washington Commanders won a Super Bowl, do you think he would say, I want to go to Philadelphia? No. He only wants to go there because he wants to win a Super Bowl, which is rightfully so. I get that. But you won a Super Bowl without Myles Garrett. And I'm not saying I would be unhappy if we get Myles. No, I would love to have a Myles Garrett. But for the right price, absolutely. For multiple picks, trading my assets, my young guys who everybody wants to trade Jordan. I'm not trading Jordan Davis. I'm not trading Nolan Smith. That's not happening. You either give me something else with I need Denzel Ward with Myles Garrett. If I'm trading Nolan Smith, give me one of your young guys also that's coming with Myles Garrett. I'm not trading for a 30-year-old and giving up my young ass. No. What's the other package that's come with it? If you want one of my young guys, you're going to have to pay the piper over here, man. So I need a young guy to come with it. I want a Denzel Ward. Give me your best corner. Yeah, you taking something from me, I'm taking something back from you. That's how it's going to be. That's a business. We're not going to sit there and let you take a young player because you think you got Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett's not 25 years old. He's 30 years old. As great as Myles Garrett is, I'm not willing to trade future pieces. I don't know who Cleveland Brown fans think they is. But, dude, if you think you're getting 2 first-round picks, you're out your rapid ass mind. Neither will the Commanders or the Lions or the Eagles will give you first-round picks. I promise you, when that trade is done and Myles Garrett goes to a team, it will not be 2 first-round picks. It will not be big future players. The only future players that you will see is maybe a Johnny Wilson or a Bryce Huff. You will not be getting no Nolan Smith. If you think that, you're out your mind. You're not getting no A.J. Brown. You're not getting no Devontae Smith. Stop. You'll be lucky if you get this third-round pick from us. Honestly. Howie Roseman does not trade young players for a guy like that. It's not going to happen then. It's not going to happen now. I don't care if you're the damn Browns and you got Myles Garrett. Great. So does other teams have other players. Go ask them and see what you could get from them. Because you're not getting that from us. And if Howie does this, I'm going to be pissed off. Which I know he won't. But I'm going to blame that dude who threw the beer can at his head because it clearly messed up his mindset. Then I'm going to definitely be worried at the draft because if he trades play, oh my God, we're in trouble. I want to give up young players for Myles Garrett. No, I'm not. We want to Super Bowl Myles. Why do people think Myles Garrett is 26 years old? Why do people think Myles Garrett, if he doesn't come to Philadelphia, it's the end of the world? Why do people think that? They swap it down that if we didn't get this guy, it's the end of the world. What? Bro, we are way better than a lot of these different teams, man. How many times have they done this? They swapped down when Brian Burns went to the Giants. I swear there was a lot of Eagle fans. Oh, they just got better. Did they really? Because I sat there and I said, no, they didn't. When Giant fans were swapping down Isaiah Simmons was going to change their locker room. Oh, y'all better be scared. Scared of what? We got the best offensive line in football. I'll take my chance any day over what your player has. You think you're scary? Come on, man. You haven't played us. So if he goes, let's say he goes to the Commanders, they won't win a Super Bowl because they got to go through us. I can see the Commanders making a big move for Myles Garrett. Let them. Myles Garrett would be unhappy there because they won't win Super Bowls over there. He will have production over there. They might make the NFC, but then they'll get smacked like they do every year by the Eagles and get sent home. Or they go to the NFC Championship, get 55 put on their head. Because I tell you every year, Jalen Hurts runs this division. Not no Dak, not no Jaden Daniels. I don't care what anybody says. I think that kid's going to have a slump year next year. I think Jaden Daniels is going to have a setback. I really do. I don't think he's going to have the same impact that everybody thinks he is. Because now you got tape on him. Let's see how great he really is when he has to go against a hard schedule. I don't see him winning more than 9 games next year. Okay? Sorry, I don't. This light is always going out here, man. Hold up, man. So it is what it is, bro. I'm not trading assets. And this guy's still in my pocket. You don't know football, dumbass. I don't know football, but yet you're still here. Again, if you don't like what I have to say, leave my fucking channel. Bye. What I don't know about? What? That I should give up at? Why do you think that giving up assets and young players for Myles Garrett is smart? What do I not know? What did I say wrong that you don't agree with? I want to know, what did I say wrong? What did I say wrong? So I can explain to you and help you understand where I'm coming from. What did I say that made you so angry? Before you call anybody names, understand where I come from, because you're obviously a little bit triggered. So what is it? What did I say wrong? That I was not willing to give up Nolan Smith? I'm not. Nolan Smith was productive this year. Why would I do that? You must be the dumbass to think that young players grow in trees. They don't. So what in your rapid ass mind did I say wrong that you have an issue with? Because I won't give up young guys for Myles Garrett? I'm not. No, Myles Garrett's 30 years old. Name the Eagles' 53-man roster. Come on, man. Get your goofy ass out of here, man. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. I've been here for how many years, man? If you don't know who I am, you must be new. I don't got to name you stuff. Why are you here? You're not the GM, Stu. You don't make – who's he talking to? The GM is Howie Roseman. Let me tell you something. Howie Roseman is the same dude who wasn't willing to give up 3 first-round picks for Jalen Ramsey. You think that he's going to give up 3 first-round picks for Myles Garrett? You think he's going to give up assets for Myles Garrett? If he didn't give that up for Jalen Ramsey and let the Rams outbid him and have stuck with Jalen Mills and then go out and next year and get a Darius Slade for a 5th rounder, what makes you think he's going to trade at a guy who's 30 years old? Darius Slade was 28 years old, I believe. You let that sink in your head. A.J. Brown was 26 years old when we got him. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is not a 26 years old. This is a 30-year-old. I just want to know, where do you think and who do you think our GM is? Because you clearly don't know Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman is the same dude who values picks. You think he's giving up 3 first-round picks for Myles Garrett? You're funny. This is the same dude who loves picks. These people be losing their mind. They forget who their GM is. This is Howie Roseman, ladies and gentlemen. Howie Roseman values picks. Howie Roseman values young talent. Why the hell would he give up picks for a 30-year-old when it won't make sense for both of us? If I'm trading for Myles Garrett, then I'm keeping Nolan Smith. I'm not trading Myles Garrett for what kind of shit would that be? Come on, man. Like, you literally don't know what you're talking about. It's clearly, it is what it is. You're not the GM. Shut the fuck up. You don't make decisions to work. But you here listening to me. You're right. I'm not the GM, but I know who my GM is. If you think your GM is giving up 3 first-rounders to Nolan Smith, you're out your rapid ass mind. You clearly don't know who Howie is. So clearly you don't know who your GM is. You call me a twerp, but you're probably the dude in the profile that has no life and probably a bum with no fucking job. Congrats for calling me a twerp. Too bad. Okay, whatever helps you sleep at night. And the twerp has more views than you do. The twerp probably has more subscribers than you do. I wonder if I click on your profile, do you even have one person even watching you? I don't think so. I don't know who the twerp you're talking to, but the twerp is about to put your ass in timeout and just ban you from this channel, period. Since you're over there just be clearly not liking it. Why are you here? Go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that you come over here hating. I'm not even going to read your comment. Here, let me help you a little bit. Since you think the twerp is wrong, you clearly don't like what they do. Here, let me send you to where you don't have to worry about me now. Now your goofy ass is banned for life. Get your goofy ass on somewhere. Send your ass to the timeout chair. Ban him, ban his dog, his rabbit, everything like that. Get him up out of here. Bye-bye. Now go to the timeout chair. Work for life. You're banned. You're banned for life. Now we don't have to worry about you. Look how easy that was. All you got to say, EC1, I don't want to be here. Boom. Poof. I make you disappear like that. Now bye. Now go somewhere else now. Now you don't have to watch me anymore. Unsubscribe, dislike the button. I could give a damn. You're on my channel, my time. Not on anybody else's time, my time. You came on my time. You think that I'm going to let you come around and talk the way you do? Get your weird ass out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your goofy ass out of here. Send a man to the timeout chair we belong, where you can act like a child somewhere else. I don't got time for that. I don't need to listen to that. We going to hear talk about football. You over there trying to insult that you don't even know what you're talking about. He said Joe Burrow is better than Jalen Hurts. No, he's not. Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowl appearances, been to 1 Super Bowl and won 1. And he's been a Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow has been to 1 Super Bowl and lost. You tell me where that's better. Oh, because he has better stats than him? So what? Who has the Super Bowl MVP? So you were wrong about that when I wasn't wrong about what I said about Jalen. Jalen's a top 2 quarterback. Anybody disagrees, clearly they didn't watch the game. Where's Joe Burrow at? Where's Josh Allen at? Where are these other quarterbacks are supposed to be better, yet they can't do nothing in the big playoff game? It don't matter the regular season stats. Regular season stats were if it mattered, then Dak Prescott would be the best quarterback in the NFL, period, because he wins regular season games. He has all these numbers. Is he a top 5 quarterback? Is Kirk Cousins a top 5 quarterback because he wins regular season games too? What about Derek Carr? Oh, okay. Y'all make me laugh, man. Y'all make me laugh. Y'all say the stupidest shit, and then when I come and correct you with stats that you don't like, you want to no, but Jalen Hurts says no. Josh Allen had receivers around him. Shut up. Lamar has everything around him. Shut up. Stop making excuses for these guys. You mad because your quarterback can't do what my quarterback does. My quarterback's a winner. He's a better winner than them. He is. He's a winner. He's a better winner than Joe Burrow. He's a better winner than Josh Allen. He's a better winner than Lamar Jackson. I don't care about the pretty ball or big arm talent. They don't win me Super Bowls. Give me the quarterback that's going to win me Super Bowls. Ain't Josh Allen. Ain't Lamar Jackson. It sure hell ain't Joe Burrow. Ain't Justin Herbert. So stop it. Get your goofy, weird ass out of here. Take your hated ass out of here. I hear guys like Chris Greg Olsen get mad at Gilly the Kid for saying Gilly the Kid is right. You are a moron. Over to hyping a rookie quarterback. What did a rookie quarterback do again? Oh, that's right. He lost the NFC Championship game by a 50 burger because he threw bad footballs. Stop it. Stop it. You clearly were on drugs. Not Gilly the Kid who was on drugs. You were on drugs because clearly, what has Josh Allen done? What has Josh Allen done? One most valuable player? Okay, and who cares? Have you won Super Bowls? No. Did you bring back a parade for your city? Jalen Hurts did. Jalen Hurts did. My quarterback has something you don't have. A Super Bowl. A Super Bowl MVP. Not just a Super Bowl. A Super Bowl MVP. Name me another quarterback that's done that. I'll wait, other than Patty Mahomes and Brady and Foles. Josh Allen, Lamar, no, they can't do that. They can't even get past an AFC Championship game. So I don't know where this clown's coming from. Joe Burrow can't even get past can't even beat the Rams. What are you talking about? Come on, man. Get out of here with that. I expect the Lions to get Myles Garrett. Let them. The quarterback stinks. I don't think Jared Goff is a future piece. Jared Goff's going to hold him back. Let them get Myles Garrett. Listen, I'm not willing to trade assets for Myles Garrett. Sorry, not happening. As great as Myles Garrett is, he's not worth a Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith is younger. I'm not trading no Devontae Smith. Sorry, not happening. I'm not trading no age. Anybody that requires me trading a player, get out of my face. Go to somewhere else with that. And I don't think Howie Roseman would do it. Howie Roseman values picks. Howie Roseman values homegrown talent. Why would he do that? These people be talking out their ass on TV, on YouTube, talking about Howie Roseman would trade. Why would Howie Roseman trade a Nolan Smith? What reason would he do that for? What he drafted to do? And what did Nolan Smith say? You want to win championships, right? And Howie Rose said, yeah, I do. So why would he get rid of a guy who's brought him a Super Bowl? Come on, man. Get out of my face, man. Get out of my face with that. That's idiotic talk. I'm not willing to talk to clowns like that, man. Give me a reason why you would trade Nolan Smith. Well, because Myles Garrett is better. No, Myles Garrett's not better. How is he better? You don't even know what Myles Garrett would look like in Philadelphia. We don't even know that. As great as Myles Garrett is, he might go over there and stink. He might get hurt. Now, I'm not saying Myles Garrett ain't a great player, because Myles Garrett's a fantastic player. If it was a 26-year-old Myles Garrett, then maybe we'd have a conversation about Nolan Smith. But he's not. He's 30 years old. He's playing what, man? 2 years? 2 years? That's it? You know what I'm saying? Brandon Graham's what, 35 years old? Maybe we should get a first-round pick for Brandon Graham then. I got an idea. How about the Browns trade Denzel Ward for Brandon Graham? Oh, yeah, that wouldn't make sense, right? Why, he's a two-time Super Bowl champion. Come on, man. Get out of here with that. That's idiotic talk that I can't stand. Myles Garrett is the same as a few years younger than Brandon Graham. And you want me to trade 2 first-rounders, a first-round here? Get man, bye. Sorry, not happening. You don't got a 25-year-old. He's not a 22-year-old. Howie Roseman does not trade picks and players for one guy. Sorry. If you think that's happening, you don't know where GM then. But, hey, let the clown talk, I guess, right? The one who's banned. If you're still banned, just give me a holler. Oh, wait, you can. You know what I'm saying? This guy just becoming talk. It's crazy. He talks out his ass. He said that I said Burrow was better than – I said Burrow wasn't better than Hurts. He's not better than Hurts. Hurts is a Super Bowl MVP. When has Burrow won a Super Bowl? Oh, okay. He's been to Super Bowl, right? He's a great quarterback. I like Burrow. But will I take him over Jalen? Yeah, I would take him over Jalen. Jalen wins. He's a winner. When Joe Burrow wins the Super Bowl, then you can have a conversation with me. And to that, I'm not taking nobody over Jalen. And for these knuckleheads to think that Jalen Hurts is not a top 5 quarterback or not a top 2 quarterback, you clearly don't know football. Because when has it been about stats? When all it had been about was Super Bowls. You put guys like Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw in the Hall of Fame. You put guys that have Super Bowl championships and you call them the GOAT. But now my quarterback is beating the GOAT, won a Super Bowl. Everybody say he couldn't. Now you want to list him as, well, he has everything around him. Shut up. You're making excuses. You're saying you're pitiful. You're embarrassing. Every time I hear a clown talk about, well, he's not better than Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, what did Joe Burrow do that's better than Jalen Hurts? What has he done? Better passing yards? Who cares? What has he done in the playoffs? Oh, that's right. He can't stay healthy. He's been to one Super Bowl and lost to the Rams. I'm sorry. One more time. Yeah, cricket. That's the sound every time I hear a clown talk about Joe Burrow. Well, Joe Burrow would have won with the Eagles. You don't know that. You don't know that. You're making guessing games, and I don't do guessing games. I don't do what ifs. The bottom line is Jalen Hurts did something you say he couldn't do. He threw the ball when he needed to, and he won the Super Bowl. He's Super Bowl MVP, by the way. He didn't just win the Super Bowl. He wasn't just Super Bowl champion. He won Super Bowl MVP. Super Bowl MVP, most valuable player in the Super Bowl, the best player in the Super Bowl. Josh Allen don't have that. Lamar don't have that. Joe Burrow don't have that. Justin Herbert don't. Justin Herbert came and won a fucking playoff game. I think he's the most overrated quarterback. It is what it is. Cry more. Like I said, man, it's going to be a long day for these Hurts haters, man. It's going to be a long day for them until they understand that all you do is give them momentum. Every time you hit on this guy's going to continue to get better. And I love it, man. I'm here for it. Jalen Hurts, the best quarterback in there. He is what quarterback has won Super Bowl MVP and beaten Mahomes? Allen came and beat Mahomes. Now you got Bill fans talk about, I see them on the draft scouting last stream that they had. They over there talking about they need receivers. You got receivers. Your quarterback just stinks at picking up blitzes. You just paid a receiver. What is you talking about? They want to do what is. You got Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen ain't really this fucking player, man. Why don't you go get mad at Cam Newton for choking that Super Bowl and leave my quarterback alone? You're not even a good. I can't stand him, man. He's such a hater, bro. He's such a hater. He says he gives him credit. When did you give him credit? When Jalen Hurts got knocked out that game, clearly, you swore down that was not even a factor. Oh, look at this rookie quarterback. All that. Come on, man. Stop. Get out of my face. Anyone says Jalen Hurts is in top 5 clearly doesn't know any. Oh, there's a lot of people who say that. But I'm going to say, did Jalen Hurts win Super Bowl MVP? Oh, he did. Then people tell me, well, Jimmy Garoppolo. I love this one, right? Jimmy Garoppolo won the Super Bowl. When? What was he Super Bowl MVP? What? When? Was a backup for the Patriots behind Tom Brady? Stop being stupid. Come with facts. Jimmy Garoppolo has never been a Super Bowl MVP. Do you understand that? He's never won a Super Bowl, I don't believe, with the 49ers. What is you talking about? Stop. Like people who say shit like that, it's like you just want to wring their neck out and say, bro, is you stupid? Do you have any education in form at all? You're comparing Jimmy Garoppolo to a Super Bowl MVP? Jimmy Garoppolo's never won a Super Bowl other than being a backup quarterback for Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. What is you talking about? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my lifetime. That's pretty much the stupidest shit that could get you really, 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 really blocked on IG. I just block you at this point because there's no point in talking. Your brain cells are like zero. If it was a low score on the IQ, you would pass that immediately because that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in a lifetime. Anybody says that clearly just hate on the fact that this quarterback's a winner. If you can't admit that quarterbacks like Josh Allen isn't a better winner, then you're hating, bro. You're hating. Tell your quarterback to do better. You know, they open it and talk about what if Jalen Hurts never had these weapons? Well, what if Lamar Jackson could actually finish the job? Maybe he would actually win Super Bowls. Oh, that's right, he can't. What if Josh Allen learned how to read a blitz? Then he wouldn't have to be worrying about Mahomes beating him every year. You talk about what ifs all the time. What if my uncle, who I don't know, just saying, had no dick on him, he would be a female. So stop making what ifs. What if you put Josh Allen on the Bears? Would he be the same job? No, I don't think so. What if Joe Burrow was on the damn Giants? Would he be Joe Burrow? Probably not. And I can argue, since you want to argue with Jalen Hurts has everything around him, Joe Burrow has everything around him too. Doesn't he have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins? How about the running game over there? The man had literally 3 receivers on his receiving core. You want to talk about he had nothing right? Shut up, man. Go sit down and stop being dumb. Justin Herbert is a bum. Justin Herbert is a disgrace to be even put in Jalen Hurts category. And anybody who think that Justin Herbert is a good quarterback that could win with the Eagles, you're a moron. You clearly didn't watch him. He threw 4 picks and threw 3 unadvised, 3 of them in the exact same place where he shouldn't have thrown them. And that was right to the defender. Stop it. CJ Stroud had 1 good year and can't even get to the big dance. And I only make an excuse for him is because he had no receivers, literally. But you remember, he's supposed to be top 5, right? So why can't he not win with those? If these guys are top 5, why didn't he need everything around him? That what's mind boggles me. This is the same shit they said about Deshaun Watson. When I asked him, why can't Deshaun Watson win with Houston? Well, he don't have any talent around him. No. He's just not top 5 then. Stop putting guys above Jalen Hurts that can't win without talent, right? Because if you're going to say Jalen Hurts has everything around him, then why do you want other guys to have everything around them? Then they're clearly not top 5. And you're just making shit up to hear your own voice. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. You sound like a damn hater. Every time I hear one of these analysts talk about Jalen Hurts, it's like, well, Jalen Hurts I don't think it's better than Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's never won a fucking playoff game. What is you talking about? Have some context in your brain cells before you open your mouth. Justin Herbert is probably the most overrated, wasteful fucking franchise quarterback. And the Chargers would be better off getting rid of him than keeping him, honestly. Because he doesn't do nothing. He wins regular season games. You know who else wins regular season games? Carson Wentz. You know who else don't win playoff games? Like Justin Herbert? Carson Wentz. He's another Carson Wentz. That's what he is, except without the injuries. Come on, man. He's a choke artist. He's a Kirk Cousins in the playoffs. Him and Dak and all these other quarterbacks, they want to put Bob my quarterback. Get out of here, man. You hate him because you didn't think he could do it. And you're over there scratching your head trying to find answers. You can't run from this one. I'm always going to tell you that Jalen Hurts is Super Bowl MVP to the day I die. He's Super Bowl MVP. It doesn't change reality. You can try to rewrite history all you want. The bottom line is your quarterback didn't win the Super Bowl. He didn't get there. He can't get there. He's had so many issues more than strengths. He's not a better winner than my quarterback. My quarterback's been to 2 Super Bowls, and your quarterback who you want to put above hasn't even been to 1. Make that make sense for me. Riddle for me that one, Batman. Since you over there want to talk about facts. Let's talk about facts. Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback that's beat every single one of them. He's beaten Burrow. He's beaten Lamar. He's beaten Josh Allen in the shootout. He's beaten every quarterback except Herbert, which he will beat soon. Stop it. Stop making excuses. He's beaten every quarterback. He's outplayed them in every game. Come on, man. Get out of that. Stupid. Justin Herbert's a bum. He is a bum. Justin Herbert is the most overrated quarterback. I don't think Justin Herbert should even be labeled as a top 5 quarterback. These analysts just like white quarterbacks. That's what it is, man. Justin Herbert is a bum. Well, he has nothing around him. Stop, man. Get out of my face. He throws bad footballs. He doesn't deserve everything around him. He's not consistent. I like how Greg Olsen talked about, well, his receivers got mad at Jalen Hurts. No, he didn't. When did A.J. Brown get mad at Jalen Hurts? He got mad at the coaching staff for not getting the ball. Again, these guys who say shit like that are the reason why I just sit there and say, you know what? You're a hater. You're just a hater, man. And you clearly say you're not, but you are. If I was in that room with Greg Olsen, I'd say, well, name me a quarterback that won a Super Bowl MVP in the last 2 years. I'll wait. Name me a quarterback. Why can't Josh Allen get there? Well, he's Mahomes. No. Jalen Hurts outplayed Mahomes. Why can't he not get there? If he's such a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts, then why does he need all this talent? He's not top 5 then. Then he's not top 5. Because top 5 quarterbacks supposedly don't need everything around him. Then he's not better than Jalen Hurts. Stop being stupid and stop being idiotic. You're an analyst for Fox because you've got nothing to look forward to. Your quarterback, Cam Newton, choked the Super Bowl away from you, and you're clearly mad. You're clearly mad. You want to play with Jalen Hurts. I know it hurts you, man. If you could come out of retirement right now and have the same impact, you would love to play for Jalen Hurts. Stop it, man. Every quarterback that can't win is supposed to be better than Jalen Hurts. Justin Herbert's better than Jalen Hurts. If he was on the Eagles, well, if he's on the Eagles, we'd probably be fucking choking every game. I don't trust Justin Herbert in the playoffs. Sorry, newsflash you. He does not make the Eagles better. He would make the Eagles a lot worse, honestly, because we would have another Carson situation. Can he win the big game? Probably not. He would be another version of Daniel Jones. Stinks. He's inaccurate. He doesn't have any poise in the pocket. He's not calm and collective. He throws footballs right to defenders. He threw 4 ill-advised interceptions. And don't say they weren't on him. They were. Every single one of them he threw were terrible. Lamar fumbled and threw a pick. Josh Allen couldn't read a blitz clearly because he rolled it to the right side when it should be the left side. He couldn't pick up a blitz. My quarterback did that. Your quarterback's just soft. He's not a winner. You either have winners and you have losers. And your quarterbacks are not winners. They don't win more games than that. You might have a better arm than my quarterback does, but my quarterback don't need a better arm to beat Mahomes, does he? You know what I'm saying? I don't care if Josh Allen has a big arm. So what? Does he win me Super Bowls? That's all I care about. I care about rings on my hands. If you like it, put a ring on it. The song wasn't, if you don't like it, don't put a ring on it. No. If you like it, put a ring on it. Because rings matter. We got married to Super Bowls, man. Not fucking MVPs. I don't care about MVPs. How's that going to translate to you when everybody remembers it? You think people remember Josh Allen for MVPs or are they going to remember him from a Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts is going to be remembered as a Super Bowl MVP. It's going to go down in history books. Let me ask you a question. Do people remember who O'Donnell, the quarterback for the Steelers, was? Because I don't think people do remember him. Why is that? They remember Troy Aikman beating him, but do they remember his season that he had? No, because people don't care. You didn't win the big game. Why do we care? Do people still remember Steven Jackson? Broke the all-leading rushing record. Had the most rushing record in the game. Did he win a Super Bowl? No, people don't remember him. I bet you ask everybody who remembers. What's another quarterback that people probably don't remember? What's the quarterback for the Broncos? That not Peyton Manning, but the other dude. What's the guy's name? Oh my God, what was his name? There's another one. Who remembers? There's a bunch of them. RG3. Oh, okay. RG3. Yeah, remember him for the playoff, but that's it. I mean, list goes on. I was going to say, the Broncos quarterback that was in the 2005 era, but that's irrelevant. It is what it is, man. People want to hate on Jalen Hurts because he's a better winner. Josh Allen don't win Super Bowls. Sorry, Josh Allen will always be remembered for MVPs. Great. No one's going to remember that. I don't care about MVPs. Did you win a Super Bowl? I won Lombardi. It's not fucking MVP stats. Sorry. I don't care what fantasy owners. I don't give a fuck about fantasy owners. Greg Olsen needs to shut up. You don't even know what you talk about, bro. You really don't. And when you talk about Gilly the kid outsmarted you. Jalen Hurts is better than Josh Allen. Josh Allen came and read a blitz. He shifted the blitz to the right side when it was the left side. That just shows you Jalen Hurts is a smarter quarterback. He's a better winner. He makes smart decisions than he does. Because he didn't throw a pretty pass. Man, come on, get out of my face. I can't. I wouldn't be able to handle Greg Olsen, man. Greg Olsen would be in a blender if I had to talk to him. I should have him on my show so I could explain to him how stupid he sounds. When he come out with, whoa, I don't think it's a top 2 quarterback. Why don't you think that? And I'll show you the stats right there. You tell me if that's not top 5. Look at it. Everybody wants to say he's not top 5, and I'll keep on showing you this. And we'll get back to Miles Garrett because I hate when people say he's not top 5. Well, he's not top 5. Okay, who's your top 5? Well, Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert. If you put Justin Herbert in your top 5, then you clearly don't know what you're talking about. And I'm just going to say, no, I'm not going to listen to you because you're biased. Justin Herbert's never won a playoff game. How's he top 5? How's he top 5? Get out of my face. Get out of my face. It's ludicrous. You're making silly statements that's not true. Justin Herbert is not a top 5 quarterback. He's not. He don't win playoff games. He's a top 5 regular season quarterback, but not in the playoffs. He's not. Save the excuses. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts is a winner, man. And I'll just show Greg Olsen this, man. That's the only thing I got to show him was this. Hold on. No, not that one. But this one. Oh, no, not that one. I got a bunch of them. Sorry about that. Yeah. All I got to show you is this one, bro. That's all I got to show you is this one. Now you can sit there and sulk while I explain to you how wrong you are. 45-17 is a record. 1 Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm going to show it continuously for people who don't understand it. 1 All-Pro, 2 Pro Bowls, 16,385 total yards. Talk about he can't throw the ball. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? 16,385 total yards. Okay. 131 total yards. 35 interceptions. So he made it to, he's 26 years old. Josh Allen is 28. Lamar's 28. Justin Herbert is 27, I believe. And these guys haven't done equivalent to Jalen Hurts. Didn't do squat compared to Jalen. Jalen's been is 45-17 as a winner in the regular season. So he's more winning regular season wins than Elway and Montana. Where's Josh Allen? Oh, that's right. My fault. Won a Super Bowl more than Elway, Marino, and Peyton. Won All-Pro more than Burrow. Yeah, I know it hurts your feelings. Brady and Drew Brees. 2 Pro Bowls, same as Lamar, Allen, Rodgers, Burrow. Yeah, now we're going to talk facts now. Since you want to play with my quarterback, I got time today. 16,385 yards, total yards. More than Favre, Montana, Brady, and Elway. 131, no, I'm going to talk facts now. 131 total yards. More than Brady, Peyton, Lamar, who you put above my quarterback. Get out of here with that. And Favre. 35 interceptions. That's less than Mahomes, Allen, Breeze, and Rodgers. Stop talking, man. Stop talking stupid now. Go stare now and think about what you say before you open your mouth one more time. Tell me my quarterback ain't top 2. He's better than all of them, man. Stop playing. Y'all analysts say everything, and it's not true. Y'all come with stupid takes. Read this one. He has less interceptions than your choke artist, Josh Allen, and he's had more Super Bowl appearances than every single one of them. Stop it, man. Out my face. Same Pro Bowls as a Lamar. Same as Lamar. What does he do better than Jalen? I'll wait. Boy, he throws a pretty ball. Who cares? I don't care about pretty ball. Win Super Bowls, then come talk to me. Come on, man. Out of here with that. Come on, hey, he went, well, Josh Allen's an MVP. Shut up, bro. You sound like a goddamn goofball. Clearly don't know what you're talking about. He has less interceptions than Josh Allen. Josh Allen has more. Less interceptions than Mahomes, who he beat. And he outplayed Mahomes. Josh Allen can't even get past Mahomes, man. And you think he could get to us to a Super Bowl? He can't even get the Bills to a Super Bowl, man. Come on, man. Get out of here with that, man. These quarterbacks, man, they're not better than mine. The statistic lies. Stats, people lie, stats don't. People lie, stats don't. The stats says your quarterback's not better than mine. Sorry, not sorry. I don't care about MVPs. Great. You give him a pity award because he got beat by Mahomes and they feel bad. Stop it, man. Talk to me about this one. Since y'all want to write around and talk about Jalen Hurts in the top 2, then why he has more wins than Josh Allen does? He's 45-17 record. He has more wins than Josh Allen, Lamar, and Burrow, and Herbert. Herbert can't even win a fucking playoff game. You want to talk about he's better than Jalen? Come on, stop it. The man had Keenan Allen couldn't do nothing. You want to talk about Herbert's a bum. Herbert is a bum. A bum, an overrated Carson Wentz with no playoff wins. That's what he is. A big arm Carson Wentz. That's what he is. Show me Justin Herbert's playoff win. Oh, that's right. He can't win one. He blew to get Trevor Lawrence. He blew it. How many times has he been in the playoffs? Oh, that's right. But it's everybody else's fault. Come on, man. Get out of my face, man. Get out of my face. Out of my face with that. Justin Herbert is a Carson Wentz Jr. That's what he is. A guy that has a big arm, all the talent in the world, can't win a playoff game. Great. Big arm quarterback, doesn't win shit. All right, let me give you a round of applause. Oh, my fault. Hey, let me give you another one. Like, what do you want me to do with that information? Does he win Super Bowls? No? Okay, shut up then. These people make me laugh, man. They make me laugh. Then we get back to the Mars game. But I had to go on it because Greg Olsen pisses me off, man. Shut up. Shut up. You ringless ass tight end. If you're not a Super Bowl champion, shut up. Shut up. Greg Olsen. Go yell at Cam Newton for why he choked in the Super Bowl. Don't worry about my quarterback. You always been a hater, bro. Over there trying to sit there and talk about, whoa, look at the number one defense. Yeah, look at that number one defense. Look what they did to Jaden Daniels when they had that number one defense. Come on, stop it, man. What's up? What's up, Cast? How you doing? Saquon carried Hurts in the regular season. Did he really? I mean, yeah, okay. And here's my thing with that. Why wouldn't that be a bad thing? Brady had Leonard Fournette with the Bucs. In Brady's regular season career, before he became the so-called super GOAT, everybody calls him, he had guys like what was his running backs? I think it was Dillon, who was a very good running back who signed with the Patriots, I believe. Yeah. It was AJ Dillon. Was his name? AJ Dillon was a great running back for them. They ran the ball. They had a great defense. They won Super Bowls because they built around Brady. If you don't think that, go back and watch Brady. He had Troy Brown, Deion Branch. Everybody says they're not elite receivers. Well, they were elite to him because they made him better. You thought Brady just came out of nowhere and had nothing around? No, that's not true. He had elite defense. Teddy Bruschi, all those guys. Did he have not everything around? Look what he had in Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, Mike Evans, Godwin, all that stuff. No one complains about him. And what he had, and then they drafted guys like Devin White. They drafted the safety who's an all-pro safety. And what's his name? What's that safety that they drafted that's really good over there? I forget the guy's name. But they took him over Jalen Hurts, obviously, in that draft. I mean, they had there was a video where I was watching where guys were taking him over Jalen Hurts and stuff like that. The plays they took over Jalen, and some of them didn't even make it out. They put guys like Kellen Mond above my quarterback. These analysts that's supposed to scratching their head trying to find answers. Now they have a top 5 quarterback, and Jalen is not top 5. Man, come on, give him a break. Now you got top 3 quarterbacks. Now you're reaching out. Because now it's Jalen Hurts. He's a top 5, but he's not top 2. No. He beat the best quarterback in the NFL. What did you talk about? Josh Allen couldn't stop the 3P, could he? Lamar couldn't even get there. Couldn't even beat Josh Allen. And Justin Herbert, come on, man, get in my face. The only quarterback that stopped Mahomes was Jalen. And when he needed to throw the ball, he threw the ball. Yeah, Saquon carried Jalen in the regular season. So what? And Jalen carried the team to a Super Bowl and won Super Bowl MVP. Because when Saquon wasn't a factor, who won them the game? Jalen did. You could talk about the defense. Defense did what they had to do. That's their job. But we talk about quarterbacks making big plays in big games, right? We always say, if Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl, what will people say? And I keep on saying, Jalen Hurts lost that Super Bowl game. You will be clowning him around. You clowned him for decades for fumbling that ball. Now he wins Super Bowl. Now you over there saying, well, he's not bad, Josh Allen. Shut up, man. You over there hated. Get the hate out your body. You big bad. You crying. You boo-hooing. Jalen Hurts is better than Josh Allen because he's a better winner than him. He don't care about the big arm. I don't care about the big arm. Jalen Hurts can throw the ball. Anybody say he can't, you clearly don't know football. You should not be near a football game, period. Don't even talk football. Stay away from football. Go watch golf. Saquon was the map of the offense, not Jalen. Huh? See, I don't know what you mean about that one. Saquon was the map for the offense, not Jalen. Jalen was in the Super Bowl 2 years ago with Miles Sanders. Saquon was an upgrade from what Miles Sanders was. But to say he was the real offense, not Jalen, Jalen Hurts made Saquon a lot better. If you go watch the All 22, which I don't think you have, because clearly that comment showed you didn't. And I'm not trying to respect you, but respectfully, you're wrong. Jalen Hurts, a lot of times, was giving Saquon Barkley those yards because he was able to read a defense and switch up plays. And he was able to use his legs. Don't you understand something? Let me tell you something. When you got a mobile quarterback that can pull it, guys are going to key on Saquon Barkley. But they forget Jalen Hurts can still pull it. So when you have a guy like Jalen Hurts who can read a defense, which he started doing this year, he was a shot caller. Remember, Kelsey was a shot caller the last few years. Now it was Jalen's turn, and Jalen did a phenomenal job. He was saying, hey, we're going to switch this play. And a lot of times he was giving Saquon the nod. or when to run it. But a lot of times he was giving Saquon Barkley perfect opportunities to run the ball. That was all Jalen. Jalen Hurts is given, if you looked at it, when Jalen went out, they couldn't run that ball. That's why they lost to Washington. Everybody was about the 5 turnover, blah, blah, blah. But they couldn't move the ball because Kenny Pickett wasn't mobile like Jalen. Jalen Hurts, with his mobility, you got to take into account. Do you want to take out Saquon? If you take out Saquon, you know what we just did in the Super Bowl, right? Throw the ball. Jalen Hurts can take it off with his legs. Jalen Hurts' athletic ability to take off is also a threat. So now you can't just key on Barkley. You got to key on Jalen. So that's not true. Saquon was the map of the offense. No, it's not true. Jalen was. Because if you don't have Jalen, Saquon doesn't get those yards. He doesn't. Newsflash you. He doesn't. Jalen Hurts was the real offense because if you don't have a guy who can take off with his legs and able to make people miss with his legs, and that's what Jalen does, and able to pull it when he needs to, you're not having a 2,000-yard running back. I'm sorry to say that. Saquon's getting all these yards because everybody's focused on Hurts. You think people were worried about Barkley? Not until you start killing it. But they were worried about if Jalen was going to pull it. Jalen didn't need a Saquon Barkley 2 years ago to go to the Super Bowl. He got to a Super Bowl with Miles Sanders, who was just as good, but he wasn't better than Barkley. He got to a playoff game with DeAndre Swift. So to say that is ludicrous, man. It's clearly is another stupid thing to say. Yes, Barkley is a great running back. That's why you sign him. Because he's not just a running back. He's a generational talent. But you don't have Jalen in that offense. You're not winning some of these games. Barkley doesn't go for 2,000 yards. Barkley doesn't have those type of yards. As Barkley as great as he is, he doesn't pull those yards without Jalen being a threat. Sorry. It is what it is. Jalen Hurts was the Super Bowl MVP. Yes, Saquon Barkley was the MVP. Jalen Hurts, you know how, and this goes back to people not watching tape, because I keep going back to this. When you got a quarterback that can pull it, you can't key on one person. That's why it looks so different versus the Cowboys and the Commanders. When you got a quarterback that can pull it and able to use his legs and it's a dual threat quarterback and able to not only run but can throw the ball, and you got a Barkley in the backfield, you got to focus on AJ and Devontae also. You can't just key on Barkley. So it leaves Barkley open. Barkley, the reason why he didn't get those yards with the Giants because the Giants didn't have anybody like Jalen Hurts. They had Daniel Jones. Jalen Hurts is a way better quarterback than Daniel Jones. Jalen Hurts is a better mobile quarterback after when he takes off. And you saw it, that Rams game. They keyed on Barkley. What happened? Jalen pulled it, scored a touchdown. You want to focus on Barkley? Cool, I'll pull it. You had to have good eyesight. And a lot of these defensive players don't have good eyesight where they can see where the ball is going. It's hard to be a defensive corner. We get to worry about Jalen pulling it. So, no, that's not true. Jalen was the offense. Barkley was just part of the offense, and he got a lot of those yards because of Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was able to audible those run plays in. He was doing the audibling. A lot of times he was singling when to pull it and when to not. We talk about quarterbacks making smart decisions. That is part of it. It's not about the pass-happy offense. It's not about the pretty ball. It's about when to make decisions at the right time and not. Jalen Hurts was a good decision maker, and that's what people don't get. Josh Allen's not a good decision maker. Lamar's not a good decision maker. You want to know why Jalen Hurts won the Super Bowl? You want to know why he blew out the Chiefs the way he did? Part of it was the defense. Defense give credit. I give credit for them. They attacked Mahomes. The reason why Jalen Hurts was out playing, literally, I watched the tape. He knew exactly where Spags was going with the blitz. He picked it up. Okay, you want to stop Barkley? Cool. Watch me do this to you. You say I can't throw the ball? Cool. I'm going to show you I can throw the ball. When you saw 3 years ago, he threw the ball. Anybody said Jalen Hurts is not the offense, you clearly didn't watch 2 years ago because he went to the Super Bowl with Miles Sanders. But then you got to comment about, well, did he win it? He would have won if he got the ball back. It's not his fault that his defense choked the game away. And you had Bradbury holding on like a motherfucker. You had Gannon choking the game away because he wanted to be giddy about the job. He's a loser. Jalen Hurts played his behind off. And that fumble did not lose that game. I keep on saying Quez Watkins dropping that ball lost the game. I'm tired of hearing that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't expect people to understand it because that's too much comprehension for them to understand. You realize you have a Hall of Fame offensive lineman, right? You do realize that you still need a quarterback. And who cares if we have a Hall of Fame offensive lineman? You still need a quarterback. Brady had a great offensive lineman. You still needed a quarterback. What does an offensive lineman have to do with anything? You still need a quarterback to throw the ball. You still need a quarterback to make good decisions. The Baltimore Ravens got a pretty good offensive line over there. You want to know why they don't win? Lamar doesn't make good decisions. He can't read certain defensive schemes like Spags. He couldn't pick up a blitz. That's why he didn't win. He doesn't make good decisions by turning over the ball. Jalen didn't turn over the ball once because he's a good decision maker. He's not going to out-throw the ball like Josh Allen, where he's going to throw reach for a play and throw a pass to a tight end when he didn't need to do all that. All he had to do was Josh Allen had to do was shift the blitz to the right side, and there would have been a guy wide open. He would have beaten the blitz. There was a guy wide open if he just looked. But he was busy trying to play hero ball. He doesn't play hero ball. Jalen Hurts is not going to play hero ball. That's not his game. And I want people to understand that. Josh Allen doesn't win Super Bowls, doesn't get to Super Bowls, can't beat Mahomes because he gets outplayed because Mahomes makes good decisions. And Josh Allen did it. Do you understand? It's not about the ball. And this is where I get a lot of people at, man. Because they over there talk about, well, if you put Jalen Hurts in another, no, Jalen Hurts would take the Bills and the Ravens to a Super Bowl. You want to know why? Because he's a good decision maker. That's what you need in Super Bowls. That's what you need in great teams. You need a quarterback that can make good decisions. Lamar does not make good decisions. He makes boneheaded, questionable, scratchy your head decision. He makes some wild plays like, whoa, look at him run. And then when you look in the playoffs and they take that away, he starts panicking. He starts making bonehead decisions like fumbling the ball and vomiting, picking it up and almost scoring for a touchdown. He throws interceptions. They're ill-advised. But then people want to blame his tight end. No, blame Lamar. Lamar is 28, going to be 29 years old. And he's two and four? He's won 2 playoff games? 2 playoff games? 3 playoff games? He's been to 1 AFC championship game and lost to the Chiefs. My quarterback's outplayed him 2 times. The same quarterback they can't beat. Crazy. Okay. But he could, if Jalen Hurts, and I love how everybody say if Jalen Hurts goes to the Ravens, he can't do it with Lamar. Dude, he would win a Super Bowl with the Ravens. They have the exact same offense. Stop talking football with me. Lamar is not a better decision maker. He's not a better winner than Jalen. He's a better athlete. He's a better, maybe he has a better running ability, but he's not a good decision maker. He doesn't have a better understanding of the game when it comes to making good decisions. We saw that versus the Eagles, where he was making bad decisions after bad decisions after bad decisions. When he goes against top-tier defensive schemes like Fangio, like fucking Spags, he struggles. Or even like Sean McDermott, who's been there for years, who knows how to get to quarterbacks like that. He can't win them. He can't win them. Sorry. But you can keep talking. I'm sure you were listening to ESPN. You realize the Eagles have Hall of Fame. Yeah, you realize you need a quarterback that's still going to make good decisions, right? Who cares if you're Hall of Fame offensive line? Lamar has a great offensive line. Has Hall of Fame offensive line in there too. So does the fucking Bills. So what? What does that have to do with it? Great offensive line. Carson Wentz had the exact same offensive line. How many playoff games did he win? By himself, not without Nick Foles. How many Super Bowls had Carson Wentz had? Because he had the exact same offensive line as Jalen Hurts had. The question is, who made better decisions? Jalen Hurts did. Okay, I rest my case. Oh my God, these people make me mad sometimes. They clearly don't know football, and it's obvious. These people just be saying anything. You got the best offensive line in football, okay? But you still need a quarterback who can make good decisions. You still need a quarterback that doesn't turn over the ball. You still need a quarterback that can read the defense. You still need a quarterback that can make plays happen when you need them. A quarterback that can come in clutch times. None of these quarterbacks do that. The only one I'll put above my quarterback right now is Patty Mahomes, because he's been to 3 Super Bowls and he's been to what? 3 Super Bowls and won 3 Super Bowls. He's been 3-time Super Bowl MVP. That's the only quarterback I'll put above him. I'm not putting Josh Allen above him. Josh Allen ain't won Super Bowls. Josh Allen's never been to a Super Bowl. Josh Allen can't even get past Mahomes, who he's outplayed. Why would I put him above Jalen Hurts when he's outplayed Mahomes? Josh Allen can't even outplay Mahomes and beat him. You can talk all these pretty stats you want. Do they win, though? That is my question. And if we're going by wins, Allen is not Hurts level. He's not. Jalen Hurts, again, 45-17 is record. Oh, no, I'm going to keep showing to you since you want to talk crazy. 1 Super Bowl, 1 All-Pro, 2 Pro Bowls, 16,385 total yards, 131 total yard TDs, 35 interceptions. That's less than Josh Allen, less than Mahomes, and less than Burrow, Breeze, and all these other guys. 94.8 rating, better than Marino, Brady, and Montana. But you want to sit there and say you can't. Josh Allen's better. Get out of my face. Josh Allen might have a bigger arm. He posts crazy stats up. Who cares? What does he do in the playoffs? Playoffs matter. I don't care about regular season. What do I always say? That's why I get people a lot. I don't care about regular seasons, because regular seasons don't mean shit when you're in the playoffs. It's 0-0. When you're in the playoffs, that determines what type of quarterback you are. You got quarterbacks who just great regular season quarterbacks, great regular season MVP regular season quarterbacks, and you got quarterbacks who just quarterbacks that win in playoff games. Give me the quarterback that wins in playoff games. Give me a quarterback that's going to win me Super Bowls. Not a quarterback that's great, crazy regular season stats, throws for 3,300, whatever yards he throws, and doesn't win the big game. But when the time is time to eat, you're over there trying to throw a Hail Mary to a tight end, expect him to catch it, when all you had to do was read a blitz, and you clearly couldn't do it. But you want to say he's better than my quarterback. Bye. Out of here. In my books, the quarterback that wins Super Bowls is better. I agree. And anybody who thinks that, hey, tell me where Josh Allen Super Bowl MVP is, because I can show you Jalen Hurts. Well, he is everything right. No. Jalen Hurts is a better decision maker. You got to have good decisions. It's not about the talent. I keep on saying Baker Mayfield had all the talent in Cleveland. Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Njoku. What did he win? If it was all about talent, trust me, those guys would have won. He had Myles Garrett. And what happened? They lost to the Chiefs because they didn't make good decisions. They didn't make good decisions. Jalen Hurts made good decisions in the playoffs. That's why he won. That's why he won the Super Bowl. The same defense that you said was so impossible, Jalen's outsmarted Spags in. He knew what coverage he was running. He knew exactly where to throw the ball. Everybody wants to fight his pick. But where did that pick lead him? Nowhere. That interception, he had pressure in his face. Josh Allen Lamar choked a playoff game. Jalen Hurts didn't do that. Jalen Hurts, when he needed to make a play, he made the play. You see every time. And it's hilarious how they want to keep on saying he's better than them, but it's like, where do you think he's better than him? What, big arm passing yards in the regular season? Okay. Where's the playoff games at? Where's the Super Bowls at? Joe Burrow is the only quarterback in the AFC that's made it to the Super Bowl. Neither is Josh Allen, no Lamar Jackson, no Justin Herbert, no Trevor Lawrence. But yet you want to put these guys above mine. Then it was so disrespectful. You want to put Jaden Daniels, a rookie, who got smoked by Jalen in that offense. 55 on a head top. You want to say he's better than Jalen? How? You did this with C.J. Stroud. He's not better than Jalen. What is he better at? What? What did he do? What did he do that's so better than Jalen? He didn't win a Super Bowl. Jalen was a Super Bowl MVP. How is he? Like, these people make me laugh. They make me laugh. They make me want to sit there and scratch my head and say, do you even know what you're talking about? They want to put statistics out there. I'll put statistics out here too. Do they win Super Bowls? Are they Super Bowl MVP? Because if they're not, stop it. Stop it. Stop making excuses. Well, Lamar don't have time. No. Lamar had the number one defense. Lamar had Derrick Henry. Lamar had receivers they drafted. Shut up. Shut up. He's a choke artist. He's a choke artist. He throws picks. He fumbles the ball. He doesn't make good decisions. Maybe you should worry about your quarterback and say, why can't Lamar be clutch? Because he's not. You saw it versus the Eagles game. He wasn't clutch in that game. He made bonehead decisions. He tries to do too much. Jalen Hurts is finding ways to win with his arm. He's finding ways to win with reading defenses. Everything you said about him is wrong. You're just mad because your quarterback can't do what my quarterback does, and then he wins. Sorry. And he would win with your franchise. No offense. But the Bills would win a Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts. I truly believe it. Because he has a winning mentality, and he makes good decisions. He's not going to turn over the ball, and he's not going to make bad decisions. This man took a team to a 10-1 record, and they went until he had everything around him. What about last year when he had won the worst defensive scheme? Who, by the way, the Bengals, who said they knew about winning, hired Sean Desai as assistant. Let's see how Joe Burrow does when you have Sean Desai for another year. Let's see how good he is. But they would have went into what Joe Burrow had no defense. Neither did Jalen Hurts last year. I mean, in 2023. And yet y'all were calling him a bum. Shut up. I didn't hear that. And he still was in the MVP conversation in 2023. I believe I think he had a great year. He outplayed Josh Allen. He showed you what he could do with less talent, man. Stop it, bro. You reaching, man. My fault, bro. Keep great content, my guy. You be a big one day. I appreciate it. In my books, quarterback that wins Super Bowls, yeah. I mean, dude, like, if that was the case, McNabb is better than Tom Brady. Why? McNabb has great stats. But who has Super Bowls? Oh, Tom Brady. Okay. McNabb is better than Roethlisberger. And then I see a stupid Eagle fan. By the way, this one stupid Eagle fan that I saw on my feed said, you can't compare McNabb to Jalen Hurts. Yes, I can. One's a fucking loser and one's a winner. One choked in and threw up in the Super Bowl. The other one won a Super Bowl. McNabb is not even close to Jalen Hurts. Shut up. Stop it, man. He cried about T.O. getting the sunshine, getting this the spotlight over him. Don't compare McNabb to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is 10 times better than McNabb. Stop it, man. Over there want to talk about me. You can't compare McNabb to Jalen. Yes, I can. McNabb is a loser. McNabb didn't win a Super Bowl. I didn't see no parading with McNabb as a quarterback. I saw choking. I saw him throw up and puke on the sidelines. Newsflash you, I don't care how you feel. Jalen Hurts is 10 times better than McNabb. He's already better than McNabb. He's the best Eagles quarterback, hands down. He's the best Eagles quarterback. You're mad. You're mad. You're mad. And you're not an Eagles fan for saying that shit, man. Get out of my face, man. McNabb had great. Yeah, you know what he is? He's a regular season Josh Allen. He's a regular season Josh Allen. He's a regular season Lamar. He's been to a Super Bowl, so I can't even say that. But he's not Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl MVP. I think Nick Foles is better than McNabb, honestly, because he won a Super Bowl. Yeah, you're damn right I'm taking Super Bowl winners over a quarterback that threw up in the Super Bowl. Get my face, man. Man, McPuke is not better than Jalen. Stop it. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my lifetime. Well, you can't compare Jalen to McNabb. You can't. Because McNabb never did what Jalen did. McNabb had a 45-17 record. He's never had that. Jalen Hurts has had one Super Bowl under his belt and won. McNabb never had that. Jalen Hurts is all pro. Okay. 2 Pro Bowls. Okay. 16,385 total yards. Okay. 130. You can't compare McNabb to Jalen. Stop it. Go sit down and stay in the timeout chair with your whiny little ass over there talking about McNabb's better than Jalen. No, he's not. McNabb never won a Super Bowl. Stupid fucking Eagle fan. You dumbass content creator who clearly don't know what you're talking about. That's why I can't stand these Eagle content creators. I run across from them, and it's like, dude, how the hell did you get a channel? How the hell you got even more subscribers than me? You're over there making dumb shit like McNabb's better than Jalen. Since when? McNabb's a puke-ass fucking choke artist. He's a choke artist. Man threw up in the Super Bowl 39. McNabb is not better than Jalen. Jalen's a Super Bowl MVP. I don't know where McNabb's Super Bowl. Oh, that's right. He didn't win one. You make me laugh. Go sit down. Jalen's the best Eagles quarterback, hands down. It's not a debate. It's facts. Go sit down. It's the best Eagles quarterback, hands down. Jalen Hurts is the best Eagles quarterback in Eagles history. Jalen Hurts is better than McNabb. He is definitely better than McNabb. Cunningham never won a Super Bowl. Vic, Foles, Wentz, I agree. I think Jalen Hurts is when is an MVP quarterback been an Eagles quarterback? I'll wait. A Super Bowl MVP. Had McNabb won a Super Bowl? No, I don't think so. Okay. All right. But let's get back to the Myles Garrett trade, man. Because, again, I'm not trading young guys. I'm just not. I'm not trading assets. I'm not. And at the end of the day, Myles Garrett, as great as he is, and we're going to make sure we update this because, you never know when things happen. Because I always like to see what's up. We get some breaking news, Eagles trade for Myles Garrett out of nowhere. That'd be cool. Like I said, so obviously my feed is always in there, and I just want to see what's up, see if there's any breaking news before we continue with the Myles Garrett. I talked about Jalen Hurts because I'm just tired of people disrespecting my quarterback. My quarterback has a Super Bowl MVP. Your quarterback does not. My quarterback's a Super Bowl winner quarterback. Your quarterback is not. My quarterback's a better winner. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You can cry more. So I got to say, I got time today. I got time. I got work at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I don't care. It was built to ass for them from the beginning. We blew out the Chiefs, man. And they still don't want to give us a credit. Say it's crazy. It's crazy how people want to disrespect Jalen. They want to put him in the top 5. He wants something your quarterback can't do. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts is a winner. He's a better winner than most of these quarterbacks. He's a Super Bowl MVP. I don't see these other quarterbacks having that. But they want to talk crazy. It's all right, though. Let's see. So obviously, what else is going on with the Eagles, man? I'm trying to see if there's updates because I do want to see if there's any news popping up, but I don't see anything yet. I don't see anything that's really. I know they met with some guys. I think they met with the defensive end for Texas. I think it was Texas A&M. I think. I don't know. I gotta put it up. They met with the tight end today, and I shared it. I had Joey Shakes because he was having a podcast, obviously. But I had Joey Shakes today. But I want to pull that out real quick because, it's interesting that we talk about tight ends. And the Eagles did meet with the LSU tight end today. They met with him. And I want to pull this up real quick. So the Philadelphia Eagles had met with LSU tight end Mason Taylor, who had a former meeting with the Philadelphia Eagles and the NFL Combine, sources to say, at ML football. Taylor is only 20 years old. He's 6 foot, and he's 250 pounds. Last season, Mason had 548 yards, 55 receptions, and he formerly met with 8 teams. So one of the 8 teams he's met with is the Philadelphia Eagles. And the Philadelphia Eagles are looking at guys like Mason Taylor, who I think can be a tribute to what we're looking for. I think you need another tight end. I know we like Dallas Goedert, but Dallas Goedert can't stay healthy. And I don't think Cal Kutera is a great number 2. I think he's a great number 3. But you need that number 2 tight end. And clearly we were missing a piece when Dallas Goedert went down. And I think Dallas Goedert, I think that in another year, I think you're going to trade Dallas Goedert if you could get a guy like that. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But they met with him. They also, Eagles getting strong. The comments are funny sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. But yeah, so that's interesting. They've got to keep your eye on is that who Who else? What else? Texas A&M Stewart telling you blah blah blah. I don't care about that shit. Only Philadelphia I care about. I don't care about any other team, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's the Eagles. I don't care about that shit, man. Yeah, so LSU, what's the other guy? Just there was one more guy that they interviewed. There's so many guys they interviewed today, man. What is the other? Philadelphia Eagles have what is it? Oh yeah, Dart says he mods his game after Jalen Hurts. I mean, supposedly a bad quarterback. You know, everybody says Jalen Hurts is a bad quarterback, but guys are taking a model off Jalen Hurts. They're saying stuff like Jalen Hurts ain't top five, but yet they're not saying they're modeling a game off Josh Allen or Lamar or Justin Herbert. I didn't hear one college player that mentioned Justin Herbert as their guy they look up to, but they want to talk about Jalen Hurts and he's not top five. Well, these guys are modeling off Jalen Hurts, so clearly, the joke's on you. I love it, man. I love it. I love how people come out and say stuff like that. And, say Jackson Dart, a young guy, says, almost a prospect Jackson Dart tries to model his game at the Eagles quarterback, Jalen Hurts. I love Jalen Hurts and what he does. I feel like I'm very similar. I feel like what we can do a lot. Same things. He's been somebody that I've tried to resemble my game after. And I'm sure the comments, I love these comments, man. Let's go over the dumb comments that someone says. Being a game manager. Look at this clown. Look at this clown. Aspiration of being a game manager. We got a report. Hold on, my fault. Sorry, my fault. We got a report of a moron, IO4, moron on IO4. Clearly, he doesn't know who Lamar Jackson is. Lamar is a choke artist who clearly can't get the big game, but Jalen Hurts is a game manager. Please get this moron off the fucking air, please. Thank you very much. The moron who's a Ravens fan. We are clearly investigating if you are a complete idiot or just a stupid comment clown who makes stupid comments just to hear yourself. Thank you. Have a good day. Oh, Lamar can't beat Jalen Hurts, but hey, it is what it is. Oh my gosh. Aspiration of being a game manager. Again, aisle 4 for moron, please. Thank you very much. All right. But yeah, dude. Just stupid, man. Stupid. Makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. I don't get it. Don't get it. What just happened? Is my volume down? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, moron clearly don't know what he's talking about. I'm gonna tweet at him real quick. Give me a second. All right. You have a choke artist. At quarterback, you fucking moron. Go it's kind of hard in the dark. Go sit your goofy weird ass oops maybe sure weird ass the fuck down. Sorry, I had to get my frustration. All right, well, hopefully he learns his lesson. Next. Oh, man. You have a choke artist at quarterback. You fucking moron. Go sit your goofy, weird ass the fuck down. They talk about game match. What the fuck is Lamar? He ain't a winner. That's for damn sure. Oh my God, these people make me laugh. You know, it just made me laugh, man. It made me laugh. You got a fucking choke artist, man. Can someone tell me what Lamar has done? Oh, okay, all right. All right, sorry about that. I had to involve myself in stupidity. Sorry for a second. The moron pissed me off, dude. Anytime someone says game manager and you're a Baltimore Ravens fan, you should just shut the fuck up. Your quarterback is what, 2-4 in the fucking playoffs? Your quarterback threw a pick and fumbled. Again, who won Super Bowl MVP? Okay, all right, man. Whatever you say, bro. Whatever you say. I'm just going to continue to show you this. He's a game manager, right? All right, cool. And your quarterback should be more of a game manager too. Maybe he won't throw picks. Yeah, he's a game manager, right? If he's a game manager, then he's doing a lot better than your quarterback has done, who's supposed to be a franchise quarterback. Because, again, if he's a game manager, then why is he?
You know, I wasn't supposed to be the guy I am today. Nobody expected.
Oh, that's right. Forgot. I don't know. I don't know what.
You know, I wasn't supposed to be the guy I am today. Nobody expected that, but took advantage of my opportunity, and that's what I encourage everyone to do regardless. You know, nonetheless, nothing's guaranteed and nothing's promised, and so you just want to take advantage of every opportunity that comes, and sometimes adversity builds the appropriate calluses for you to be able to forge your new paths and stand different storms that are coming your way.
Sorry, wrong one.
You know, we talked about this game coming in. Neither one of your teams, this team, your team, or Washington, they did not turn the ball over today. You created all 4 turnovers, and also you scored touchdowns after every one of them. What does that say about your football team?
Yeah, first and foremost, everything good in our life comes from God, so thank God for that. How about our quarterback?
How about your quarterback?
How about our quarterback?
How about your quarterback?
He's a stud.
He is a stud.
I knew he was going to play that way. I knew it. Don't doubt him. All he does is win.
Fabulous, Nick Sirianni.
Now, can someone show me where Lamar is? Oh, okay, that's right. Lamar don't win shit. Oh my God, these people make me laugh. They make me laugh. They make me want to fucking puke. Seriously, like, how dumb do you got to be? How moronic and idiotic do you have to be? You know what I'm saying? It just makes me make me laugh when you got idiots who clearly don't know what they talk about. Lamar's a choke artist, man. I mean, dude, he's a choke artist. He doesn't win. He doesn't win. Doesn't win Super Bowls. He doesn't win. Sorry, doesn't win. You want to talk about winning? Lamar don't fit that category. He doesn't win Super Bowls. What does Lamar do? Doesn't win NFC Championship games or AFC Championship games. So the AFC Championship games. It's not an NFC. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy how many people disrespect him, man. They over there talk about Jalen Hurts is a game manager. Okay, well, the game manager wins Super Bowls. Tom Brady was a game manager. Y'all said nothing about him. Now you want to use that like that's a bad thing. Come on, man. I'll take a game manager over a choke artist quarterback like Lamar. Like at the end of the day, I take a quarterback who wins Super Bowls over Lamar. Lamar's a choke artist, man. He's a choke artist. He doesn't win. Give me the quarterback that's going to win, and I'll give you a quarterback who don't win, and that's Lamar. Lamar don't win. Doesn't win Super Bowls. He doesn't win Super Bowls, man. He just doesn't. That's what it is. Just stupid comments after stupid comments. What is it? It's hilarious, man. How many people just be saying dumb shit? Chargers receiver Quentin Johnson told his mom she could retire after he was drafted. I want to give this a yeah. I feel bad for Quentin Johnson. He is a bum quarterback. Can't throw the ball. It is what it is, though. I guess. You know, it's amazing how many players to Chargers draft, yet the quarterback is always doesn't get blamed for it. But it's hilarious, man. It makes me laugh, man. It makes me laugh. They just say stupid shit, man. They do. I'm trying to find a great Olsen clip where he it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But we talk about the Miles Garrett, we talk about the Jalen Hurts, and then I had to do with the Raven fan who said something stupid. We got to sign Zach Bond, man. That's our first priority. Zach Bond is a first priority, and I hope we get him done. Zach Bond needs to be a priority, man. You can't let this guy go. And I don't care about, well, he's a 1 year rental. Now, if you think that, you're just moron. It's as simple as that. Zach Bond is a great player. And people sitting there saying you could replace that. Well, how hard was it to replace TJ Edwards? It's pretty hard. You know what I'm saying? We tried it with Nicholas Morris, not good. We tried it with, what's the other guy's name from the Colts? Darius Leonard. No, it didn't work. So again, it's like people just make me laugh, man. Because Zach Bond is a great player, and you add him to your defense, you don't need anybody else. And I don't think. I mean, if you go get a Jalen Howie, it wouldn't be bad. That's the only exception I would say. So it is what it is, man. You said Jalen is better. I agree. I don't see why people would get. It is what it is. Eagles have to pay Zach Bond. They definitely do got to pay Zach Bond. Zach Bond deserves the bag, man. Zach Bond deserves the bag, man. If you don't pay Zach Bond, then you better be drafting a linebacker in the first round. Or you better be drafting one in the early second round. You can't be trading picks then. Because I need that linebacker filled. I mean, you got Nakobe Dean coming off injury. And I like Nakobe Dean. But, dude, you have to sign Zach Bond, man. You got to. It's no excuse. You have to sign him. You got to sign him. There's no excuse for that. Zach Bond has to be a priority. Becton got to be number 2. I don't care about anybody else. Those two need to be priorities first before we go any further. We go get them up. Yeah. Zach Bond got to be a priority, man. He has to be a priority. You have to get him signed. Becton got to get signed. I mean, you really don't need anything else. You really don't. But like I said, if you could get Javon Holland, that would be awesome. But I don't think it would happen. But we'll see, man. We'll see. So I gotta say, man, fly goes fly. We're gonna see what happens, man. Gotta go do things. Appreciate for watching. As always, like and subscribe. And I'm out. Go Birds.